चलो भाई मैंने स्टडी करने के लिए बुक खोली थी कि नोटिफिकेशन अभी कौन पढ़ने बैठेगा अभी तो मैच है जानी अभी थोड़ी पढ़ने बैठेंगे
What would it mean to do the double in the sports palace today?
कैमरा तो
This crowd love you so much, it's so hard to hear, but what would it mean to win your second major title today?
It would mean a lot for us. It means that we did something great to achieve this. So we just need to make one more step.
And Carrigan, I imagine you've thought about this moment for years. Now you're finally here. How do you feel?
It's amazing to be in the major final, playing the greatest player of all time.
Oh, nice.
I'm just looking forward to have fun, enjoy the moment.
Well, I hope you both enjoy.
I like how he's
Please
respectful.
shake hands one final time and get into that server. Sports Palace. I don't know if you remember this, but on Thursday I said that this is the greatest show on earth. And my word, you're about to see it right now!
Awam dekho bhai spita.
Thank you so much, Frankie. Amazing job all week here. And thank you to the crowd once again for the energy you are giving us. And more importantly, the energy that you are giving the players on stage. And what I love about this is that we've been talking about this for 40 minutes now, right? And about the stress and how big it would be. And both of them, they're just full of swagger on that stage. They're playing with the camera. They are feeling the moment. Maniac, true competitors.
I think it's up to both of them to show the path to their teammates. We know Boomic is a leader, but Simple is a captain. He's always been. Same for Carrigan. They have to display the attitude, the confidence, the swagger you're talking about. The teammates are looking at you, and you have to show them the way to go.
I fully agree, and it goes into the
prediction.
I
think FaZe is gonna win.
Right?
Like I want Navi to win. Like Navi,
he's always taking the fall as well.
Form mein nazar aa rahi hai, but and Simple ki high pe, you know. But I think FaZe is gonna win.
You know, I don't want to go into the whole conversation about Boomic versus Carrigan.
And I don't know who to support right now. FaZe, Navi, dono meri
like and your captain and your leader out there, you know, taking the fall for you when you need them.
I mean, it's stressful for Carrigan to say the least.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that all the weight is on
Carrigan deserves a major,
this is the roster that he wanted here. That's why the pressure is truly on for that man on your screen. If he's not able to deliver with the pieces that he has now, there's not going to be a better time. These are the men that he fought to get on this roster. They spent mad money to get Rops on board, so Carrigan's got to bring home the trophy.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's talk
like
about
FaZe deserves to win this major.
You
know what I'm saying?
Counter-Strike, right? We have FaZe here who are trying to win their first major, who are trying to put their name amongst those gods of Counter-Strike. As we see Carrigan right now, Maniac, just taking it in for a second.
Look at what it means. Look at what it means to be on that stage. I don't want to bring up Boston again.
Watch party, won't you beat copyrighted strike if your stream is directly from Twitch?
Carrigan, they know
yeah,
what it is
that
to
is
be on
a
that
risk.
Stage, to have prepared, to have
that I am willing
everything
to take.
you have, and to leave a loser, to leave with regrets, and they don't want us today.
In the mind of a true competitor, does that make you stronger now? Now you know I will never make that mistake again.
Because you've survived it. You have survived it. You have lived through the worst scenario possible. You've lost the final, and you're here again to defend your chest.
Let's see if, well, we get the maps that we want and that we expect. Anyone to...
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, FaZe had the option here. Are they going to ban Dust 2 or are they going to ban Mirage? They are going to be picking Inferno. That's just been their best map for a while now. Now, Navi have an option to punish with the D2 pick, but they go for Nuke, actually. That's been something that they loved last year. They had a great streak on it, 20 games in a row. But now, this is a map that has fallen out of favor with them in some respects.
Yeah, you say that right, and then we saw in the quarterfinal, we saw in the semifinal yesterday as well, that Nuke right now is a land map for Navi. I think Simple even said it on the stage, that maybe Nuke is just a land map. Ancient as a third,
what the hell is going on?
Right there. I didn't see that one coming, and that is very interesting, right? A map that is getting a lot of flack right now. Even Simple said it when we interviewed him, Shocks, that he doesn't like the map. He thinks it's too CT-sided, it's not really well built, and Valve should definitely update it. Well, Simple, now you potentially have to win a major on the map that you dislike the most in a final. So I absolutely love this map pool. I want to hit on one point though. The fact that Navi picked Nuke against FaZe Clan is to me a dangerous thing right here. I think FaZe Clan are super satisfied with this video. They're getting the two best maps in order to potentially win the major tour.
Both Nuke and Ancient are 100% win rate for FaZe in the last 3 months. But the conversation about Nuke has to be the key one. For Navi to win the major, they didn't need to be good on Nuke 3 months ago. They need to be good on Nuke today. And they have put in the work, they've got the result, they've got the confidence. But do you have enough to break the
बाकी
defense
सीन
away?
ये कि FaZe का भी Nuke अच्छा
The
है.
thing is, the Navi defense going into map number 1, Inferno, is going to be tough. You've got one of the strongest pit players in the world ramping up in Electronic. Woo. When you think of Electronic and pit, it's like watching Jaws. This guy instills fear in you, and you don't even want to move near pit again. You don't want to move next to the water because of the shark, but if you go by that pit, I mean, Electronic, he chomps you.
What I kind of love about this map, Veto, is the fact that we see two teams who have failed on these maps before, right? We remember the Copenhagen Flames as well versus FaZe, but they say, no, we can do better than that because this is one of our best maps in the context of Nuke as well. In the RMR, Heroic crushed Navi on that T side, but when they played it again, Boomich had the solutions because he had watched the tape, and I think that goes in terms of Boomich, in terms of the trust in his process, that is a notch on his belt.
Yes, I love that you mentioned Boomich and Blade, because we're going to wrap it up in that conversation. When you have such a golden staff behind you, it's the easiest way to improve on a map where you have been proven your weaknesses and your mistakes by a team like Heroic. What better occasion to look at the demo again and figure out tailor solutions, plans, contingencies. We know they'll do it, and they have done it for this grand final.
I got some bad news for you guys when it comes to Inferno, though. I think we should focus on the first map right here, and the bad news is that Electronic, I agree, he used to be the best pit player in the world.
Hello, what's up?
3 months for Navi, he's the lowest rated player on this map. In fact, there's not a single player outside of Simple on Navi who's in a positive rating right now in the past 3 months on Inferno. They've been struggling on this map massively. We saw it in this tournament as well. Simple with a 1.27 rating, as per usual. The next best player is Bit with a 0.99 rating. That is unlike Navi, so I think FaZe right now is eyeing a great opportunity right here for getting off to a very good start on Inferno.
Yeah, I think that right now you have to consider FaZe the favorites when moving into Inferno. That's just keeping things fair. Navi, though, I mean, the thing is that they have those poor ratings because of what's been happening in the past.
Yes, exactly.
This is a team that in the moment, in today, they are different. I almost want to discredit every result we've seen for the last couple months on them because what we've seen in these playoffs is a different beast in Navi.
When FaZe finally beat Navi during Pro League, the first time that core actually could get it down, they picked Inferno, they won it. That was a stronghold for them. But now, when do we start asking the question of the floating of Vertigo for Navi? I thought maybe there was a way in the veto. I thought maybe they'd use that as a punish. They actually stick with the Vertigo. And no one plays. Isn't that a missed opportunity?
Yeah, you could say so, but don't you want to play it safe, right? Do you really want to risk a major, going into a map where it's...
I mean, I would, but I'm not playing it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the balls on you would have been massive.
Really, the FaZe win against Cloud9 on Vertigo a couple months ago, I mean, that's where it instills fear into Navi. So you can't risk that. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that Navi could be better, but I mean, it's too risky to go for a pick like that or to not ban that one
All right,
out.
interesting map, Veto. I think we can say that. Now that we have a couple of minutes left before we get into his game, I'd like to open the floor to my analysts because we've talked about so many things already and so many specifics of the teams
I want
and
FaZe
the players.
To win,
but we could
I also
talk
want a good
forever,
game,
so I'd love to know what the thing is that excites you the most for this bout between Fnatic, they wish, FaZe and Navi, Maniac.
Look, for me, it's about what player is going to show up first on the server. And I think it is such a strong signal. You think about FaZe for a second, both quarterfinal and semifinal have been led by Rain and Kerrigan on the first map. What a better story. What a more romantic story. That they have the experienced guys lead the way and actually come in with the big guns blazing at the beginning. Just to give the time to the rookies, the Robs, the rookies of this world who've never played on that stage, never been in the grand final. The experience, the veterans, they need to step up.
I want to build on that point, and I want to agree with it in the sense that I think Navi is a known quantity. Navi is a known quantity when they go into a final. You get a well-drilled Simple, you get a well-drilled Electronic, you get a team that is playing at a very high level. Now for FaZe in a major final with this iteration of the lineup, we don't really know that much, right? We have seen them being pressured a couple of times, and I'm looking towards my Robs, I'm looking towards my Twist, I'm looking towards Brokey. Brokey to me is going to be key today. He is going to go head-to-head against Simple, and without Brokey playing well for FaZe, there's no winning Inferno, and there's sure as hell no winning this grand final. So for Brokey to have a good start in the game, to establish some dominance on the server, to get a good feeling and feel confident on the stage is a massive, massive win condition.
I got Rops. I want to see if Rops' Absoler can work when this crowd is roaring the way that it is. When you can't hear what's going on from that position, when you're trying to catch rotations from those Navi players moving out of that pit that's where Rops usually shines. But it's tough to do that when there are 10,000 fans in this arena that are screaming their heads off, and relaying that to your team, also essential information that could be missed in this matchup.
Guys, how the hell have we not mentioned BIT so far?
Exactly.
How the hell have we not mentioned BIT?
Exactly.
The rookie that came in Stockholm and shocked everybody with winning the first major he ever attended. At some point, 100% win on land for this man. You look at the numbers, equally good as in Stockholm. That's how insane it is. He's got the same rating, the same ADR. He is lined up. A young gun of the game of Counter-Strike, showing consistency that players need years to achieve in months.
I think this is a great point that even with all that time, we haven't delved that deep into some players like BIT, who I think it's fair to say didn't exactly, I don't want to use the strongest word as save, but he's held them together when it wasn't working that well, right, Pim? And now he also has a chance to shine on the stage.
I agree, but I also do want to say that we haven't seen BIT in a grand final of a major being pressured, right? It was relatively easy for Navi to win the last major, if I may say that, right? That's how good they were.
Great bullets, GT.
It was, no, but it was easy. It was easy thanks to BIT, right? It was easy thanks to him playing so fantastically well. Now, I do want to say, what happens when you get into a 14-14 scenario and BIT is perhaps not having a great game? That's when you get to see the character of him. He's still young, 19 years of age, as you said, in a major grand final for the second time in a row. But I want to see him be pressured. I want to see him raise up to the occasion when they need him the most, not when they're winning a final, you know, leading 15-8 or 15-9.
The thing about BIT is that for Kerrigan and the rest of FaZe, they've studied the demos on BIT. They know his entry routes, the flashes that are going to support him, but his time to kill is so fast, it doesn't even matter sometimes. Highest headshot percentage in the game right now. This guy's the most mechanically consistent player for me in the world. He is so dominant in 50-50 duels, it feels like it's not even fair, even if you're against star players like we have on FaZe.
Many of them, it's not even fair. To your point, haven't even mentioned Perfecto that much when he comes in with the mastermind and the clutches. Twist the same. And I think this is why we are excited to kind of watch this match, because to me it is also about kind of expectation and then how they can do even better than those expectations, and who is going to step up between FaZe and between Navi to the level we need them to in order to hoist that trophy.
It's like a box of chocolates, right? What's it going to be? What's it going to be when you have Perfecto and Twist?
Good, you know?
They can absolutely save you. Twist did it. Perfecto can do it. Everyone on the server is a star.
Absolutely crazy. What a match we have here. FaZe versus Navi. Who will lift the trophy? We're going to start on Inferno, and I hope that Machine and Sponge have an amazing time with it. Let's go, guys.
Okay,
I think it would be impossible not to have an amazing time with what is ahead of us. We are on the precipice of Counter-Strike history. Nobody, not even the players on the stage, know what is going to go down today. But isn't it going to be fun finding out, Chad?
We have Navi, the reigning major champions, defending their title against the undisputed #1 contender in FaZe. World #1 versus world #2. The best will be decided after this best of 3.
I got a fun fact for you, Chad. I was speaking to the audio guy. He told me.
Oh, live ho gaya. Let's go. Let's go.
As an airplane taking off, 108 decibels. So let's do it one last time. It's FaZe against Navi. Sport Police, let me fucking hear you.
Holy shit.
All right, pistols on Inferno. The very first round, the very first blood to be drawn of the grand finals. It begins here.
Slow and steady out the gates here. Feeling each out. See any aggression to come in from either team. Bit of space taken.
Air तो दे दिया, अब एक बंदा rotate क्यों नहीं हुआ अभी तक?
FaZe gearing up now, util in hands.
There's a lot riding on this pistol. And it's electronic. Down! Down and out! BIT having a go, down as well, out low. It's just him. Space and bomb plant acquired. FaZe Clan have the advantage. Simple looking to change things. Those bullets are fast. They're furious. And I'm sure Navi will be too. Perfecto though. Not out of it yet. Lots of utility. Time sensitive mission. You must close the gap. Close it fast. Flash through. Backs turn. And only Perfecto, head in hands. FaZe find the first round.
और पिस्टल्स को क्या बोलते थे? ड्यूल बर्ड्स को कुछ बोलते थे ना? डाइस पुट्स के काज से सामने कुछ नहीं थी इसको जो आवाज है भाई.
Haven't quite seen an arena this full for Counter-Strike in many years.
आवाम देखो guys. Holy shit. बड़ा है पूरा.
I've been meeting fans from around the world, and what was the biggest takeaway for me was just how everyone is on the same page. They know the struggle and the stories of all 10 people that are on the stage today.
Yeah, this one right here, it doesn't normally boil down
like
this.
करेंगे उन्होंने कहा है
the two teams that everybody wants to see, the final that we feel we deserve, the final that Counter-Strike deserves.
How did you put it? The world #1 contender taking on the reigning champ.
Undisputed world #1 contender. Yeah. FaZe are #1 in the world right now.
Oh man. It looks like we're back. The Sport Palace wills us back into game.
Some hefty buys by FaZe here. I think they know that the force is going to come out from NAVI immediately.
Yeah, really prioritizing.
Yeah, no SMGs in sight for the attack. NAVI, a specialist here in these second rounds. Let's see what they can get across the line with a slight purchase. Couple Teagues, couple HEs in the mix here as well. Rally if you two up, Banana, Twist, he's trying to take some space. Looking for a find, will be smoked off to deny, so drawing out grenades.
Yeah, not too many more where they came from. They will not be able to keep up the wall as the clock plentiful. My God.
Defending a bit of control here, FaZe across the map, just looking for this space. Very standard stuff on Inferno early, nobody wanting to be too pacey in a round like this. I don't know what buy they're up against.
These slow rounds as well just help you get your head screwed on tight. You had the walkout, dopamine flowing through your veins. You've got to keep a steady hand. Process of elimination now for FaZe. They start their advance. Carrigan always likes to be the leader of the pack in every definition.
It's a hard crossfire to break here. Stuck's on the other home side, but they're coming in.
Gruesome twosome, electronics, simple, called upon, and the Deagle strikes. First good night for
nice, simple.
An exquisite double, but that'll do nicely. Carrigan, bit of sign of the times, I think, just trigger happy, but that'll do.
Easy done right there, didn't get enough out of the pit player. Simple does his job in the side, all the attention drawn. Two's not enough to stall this one out, bomb goes down again, and FaZe will be converting 2-0 out the gates.
Those Galils hold fast in that second round. Especially on T-side Inferno. FaZe getting it out of the way. First half of the first map of the series.
Yeah, try not to make this one a third map decider if you're Carrigan. I think remove that from the major finals. Let's see if we've got a dud this time round. That's what everybody's looking for.
Now we shouldn't have forced board.
Slow and steady wins the race here on the T side. You don't have to overstep.
CSGO में second round force होता है जानी. अभी को हुआ.
Much weaker this time round, NAVI. Good trading onto the site here. NAVI not worried, not concerned about this one, and could see Twist online early with a couple of kills. But a smattering of pistols out again, and can there be a difference maker in the round? Flashes, mollies, rain on out. Stalling any NAVI early peaks. They've got to hold them back for now.
Robs hasn't seen a single soul in these first two rounds.
Just go really live in South America and Europe and Asia. It's Overwatch and Valorant and NA. It's only Valorant.
NAVI doing everything they can to puff up their chest.
NA CSGO is still alive.
Fame, presence and pressure.
So South Asia में
नहीं है. Around like this from NAVI, right?
South Asia में डर.
Pistols here. You're hoping you've gambled correctly. The question is, do they want to block them or do they want to let them in? Ideally, have them run through the grey screen here if you are NAVI.
Still 60 seconds. Perfecto responsible, will get the smoke out. Do they go through? They don't have to. Decisions to be made, and a spray does chip away.
Just enough for a second wave here out of phase.
ही जा रहे हैं भाई.
Test the issue.
3 लोगों पे. Simple डंडा.
And waiting, down goes Simple. And that will be Perfecto added to
Fucking
the list.
jumping back 10 bro.
Close.
Head लगती थी ये मुझे.
And he's trying every trick
Knife!
he can.
Knife!
Actually connects. Brokey surviving. A
पहला
blade
knife देखने
straight
को
to the
मिलता अभी.
chest, but walks away from it. That will be the 3-0 conversion, and convincingly so.
Yeah, very clean stuff. Hasn't been a moment of worry so far coming out of phase. Great stuff as well for the likes of Brokey and Twist to get on the board early. These two individuals representing their countries, the first from Latvia, Canada. You've got Robs from Estonia as well to represent their country in a major grand final.
Norway.
Well, Rain was there before, back with that Boston final, I think, that has haunted them for many years.
Oh, that one. It's been so much fun to see the fire lit within Rain. Watching from home with your feet up as your team, your captain, lift the trophy this year. Lit a fire inside of him, and I'm sure we can all understand and put ourselves in the shoes of him. Admirable stuff.
वालेकुम सलाम शायद.
Are you ready for our first gun?
होती थी बहुत useful होती थी.
Bonus here out of phase. They've got this Mac 10 still in the hands of Brokey. No AWP out for him just yet, but NAVI are into the full buys. FaZe want to just continue slow and steady as they might, but they want to try and throw something with a little bit more flavor their way. Defensive smoke drop top banana. That's going to isolate any early information for NAVI as Rain up and to that boiler room.
Buy around up, देखते हैं NAVI को निकालना है.
Over the top. Look how passive NAVI. They're not leering mid. They're not taking any fights. They're giving the room over.
Nice nade.
Karrigan chipped on down a bit of flak damage, but you can see the pressure point that Karrigan wants to work on here early.
बहुत respect दे रही है NAVI यहाँ पे. उनका util बहुत ज़्यादा है.
Oh, little bit of damage inflicted, unconfirmed, but
have a lot of room, right? FaZe right now, they have all the room that they could hope for. And
Valorant में मुश्किल है, CS:GO में easy है जानी.
Way back over, bringing more to the fight on B.
Couple of spares. That will work out nicely with the time remaining.
Just note Simple's position here. If this is a committal, he can get over and help this two-man holdout very, very quickly.
Valorant
So
में
the
मुश्किल है
response time on this
ना.
will be fast. Bit of gap in this as well.
Oh, this nade. Oh, nade us.
FaZe clan looking to put NAVI back into the dumps.
I think they're gonna check this. No, okay.
Takes down the leader. Heavy damage, but they are across. 20 seconds, running out of players. It's up to these three.
Hey, गलत मारा है यार, Perfecto.
Time. Oh!
Short.
So much damage. 1 HP on Simple, but he does fell Twists. A nice upgrade, a valuable one, a compulsory one. Rocks alongside for the ride, yet to die. Long range, brave from Brokey, needs one, gets it. And on the advance, another from Robs.
1 HP.
Twists handiwork.
Can he do this?
Haunt Simple, and his attempt here in the clutch time, very low. Brokey 6 feet lower. Simple, 1 HP. Rob's yet to die. Who comes down on
Andy, bro.
Robin keeps his cool. We see
By rounding का हार गए.
Yet to get off the starting mark.
मेरे में easy लगता है. Every game knife करता हूँ तो almost CS:GO में नहीं. भाई CS:GO में easy होता है. उल्टा जिससे भी CS:GO खेलिए ना वो ये बोलेगा CS:GO में easy होता है.
Looks like they were trading quite efficiently onto the site.
Valorant में थी 30 knife है.
Brokey, Twist and Robs getting the necessary kills on that side, close it down, and the aggression that they were able to continue within those fights. They weren't allowing NAVI to set up in that retake, and look at this, a bit of an investment here out of NAVI, some interesting purchases, Boomage. CZ, Simple with something a little bit out of the box here.
Yeah, and they are going to flirt with something a bit more avant-garde, a little off the beaten path.
It's a very powerful position from Simple here. Not necessarily the first clear as you round the corner. The Alligator might munch away at a couple of FaZe players here when they do try their luck at that mid-control. A pack mentality out of FaZe here. You can see them grouping together. clearing this out as a unit. They have the utility to do so.
नेट से ही मार के इतना हल्का कर देते हैं साले.
But who will be made the ghost? Rises low. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Look how low they are. FaZe's ears are ringing as Boomage swings around, swinging. Still yet to frag.
They're in a bit of trouble here. Remember this position. This could be massive right now. The HP of FaZe is a huge problem here.
They're so weak. And
Simple ready
to stand tall. Pops them for the ledge, just the one. Kept honest. Favors FaZe now heavily. What is Bit supposed to do? A Kevlar vest and a deagle. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And the same case for Perfecto. Spotted out. Nice find, but that looks like a foreboding fifth.
Just try not to give over a gun here. Keep as many alive as possible right now. Perfecto looking to do a bit more damage. But this is a 5-0 start for FaZe. This is beautiful stuff. You couldn't ask for anything better on the T side of Inferno right now.
Yet to see an AWP in play for anyone.
Money hasn't been there for Navi just yet. FaZe have had the options to go for it, but just want to keep it rifle heavy, keep it as a bit of a pack.
Is Brokey one that wouldn't shy away?
T-side AWP, right? This is the thing. On a map like Inferno, if you want to lock down a bit of territory, if you want to try and stop Simple from going for swings and peaks, then yeah, bring it out. But if you're more than happy to operate with these AKs, it's a bit more versatile. So the T-side at AWP, if Simple has one and he loses it, Brokey might pick it up, right? That's when we see it come into play here. But just want to note the selfless nature of Karrigan there, right? Him jumping forward, you saw that draw Simple's crosshair wide. If he just jiggle peeked, like most players would, the art of the wide swing is dead, right? So Karrigan just jumping wide, drawing that crosshair, saved them a few more bodies. So big start from the leader as we get back underway into round number 6. Still no AWP out in play for Navi here, but will they try and take some aggressions, find an opening? Well, speak of the AWP, here it is from Brokey. Aggressive maneuver forward will be noted.
He's fired off the shot and it echoes across Inferno. Navi all too aware now. You can see this.
By the way, headphones as well as earphones for noise cancellation. I guess.
Simple the same, throws a couple of mag into it.
Crowd की बहुत ज़्यादा noise होती है भाई stage पे. उसको खत्म करने के लिए.
So he's going to have to operate a little bit more passive here.
फिर भी आवाज़ आती है crowd की.
But this is just the standard Inferno at the moment. It's about pulling utility. It's about playing the chessboard, taking it slow. The default spreads.
You know, I heard from Karrigan's interview about T-side Inferno feeling like one of their best in the pool. Everyone on the same page. I can imagine that's a euphoric feeling. It's game time, folks. 40 seconds, FaZe. Flash Simple out of the fray. Not ready. Ray needs it, gets it back.
Nice trade.
A vital trade. And still pressure on B as well. Navi scratching their heads. Where is this final commitment coming from? Boomage.
Bro, Boomage गलत जा रहा है.
Brokey's caught it through the smoke and now
Solo
only
play
one man can save Navi. Put that bound on the board. And playtime cancelled by Brokey. Rain even had the rotate.
Yeah, that's the key right there. That Rain
बहुत sloppy लग रही है
Navi
Navi Inferno पे.
The entire round. It meant that FaZe didn't have to rotate back and try and go towards A. They weren't just going to run into B limp.
Simple को operator दो भाई.
Opened the round up completely here, and all they had to do was find those kills. You say, oh, that kill from Brokey through the smoke, miraculous stuff right there. Just being very diligent. Boomage goes down, and that's the round. This is a fantastic start for FaZe. It's not often you see Navi getting blanked like this. A 6-0 start.
I mean, it would be
तो वो sound के लिए
something rather
अलग-अलग
special
क्यों करेंगे वो?
if they can
Noise
continue to
cancellation के
build
लिए
up
होते
on
हैं.
this. I mean, 6,
जब
they'd
भी
have bit
stage
your
पे
hand
होते
off. They would. And they've got it in the first 6 of play.
Bro, 6-0 हो गया है chat.
That Navi stays this quiet, right? If FaZe are able to pants,
Navi has to come back.
We're talking like a 9-10 round spread on this T side. That would be monumental. It's unlikely to see them push that limit now as Navi saved a couple of guns. The loss bonus is in their favor, but that's where the good news ends, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned the AWP. It's not possible to get out still. FaZe will be aware of that. They have them right where they want them. They know the players that they're killing. They're aware of the economy. They know the loss bonus, so they can keep running rounds like this.
Comeback आएगा. Simple को बस op चाहिए. Op के लिए पैसे कर ले उसको.
More clean ones. You can see the cash right now for Rops and Rain, both over that 10k mark, and a timeout called now. the eye test here. You need someone to dig through the stats, but every time it feels like Blade calls a timeout, Na'Vi respond with a round of their own. The coach for Na'Vi is a mastermind, the puppet master, pulling the strings and pulling his players right where they need to be. Let's see if we get that response.
Yeah, they say life imitates art, but Master Splinter and Blade definitely have some parallels.
Because of this pace that FaZe has been throwing, you might see a pace change out of them or continue. If it ain't broke, don't change it. Na'Vi would just love to find an opening exchange here, a chance where they can find a favored duel. Look how tight FaZe are playing. They're not giving anything over at all.
Yeah, Boomich has had very little to play with on his banana adventures. Chipped away at the Canadian twists on the grand final stage. Functioning with about half health. This is the flash. Brokey on his signature weapon and looking to find a way in.
सो जा आपके
They don't come easy. Little glimmer of
बहुत
rain.
जल्दी रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं यार.
Information conveyed on the reaggress.
चाह रहा है कि वो पीक दे इसको, but आने वाली.
Balance and simple puts himself straight into the line of fire.
All about
Bit now
patience.
called upon, and that's another on the T-side. Or Brokey hits double digits, and the rest will come. Brokey triple. What are they to do?
Save again. This is very miserable right now. And I'm looking at the details of this. How many rounds have they pressured Arch? They're actually trying to target Simple's position on the map, and they've done it consistently.
I think
3 of these rounds right now where Na'Vi have had guns, they're either dealing with the rotation, right, that weak point, because Arch is where you rotate between the bomb sites, or they're seeking him out, trying to bait him into fights. Right. That is the perfect example right there.
Yeah.
FaZe have come in with a game plan of target simple. How many teams pull that off?
How many teams are brave enough to pull that off?
See, he had problems as well. Boomich
He's
had to find a kill. He's not finding any traction in Banana bit yet to get a kill.
Yeah.
Electronic with just 1. Simple has 7, sure, but it doesn't matter when he goes down. He's not in the play. He can't rotate around. The Boomich might not get anything here. Rain decapitates.
Save भी करने नहीं दे रहे भाई, चुन के मार रहे हैं.
He's going to go on down. Clean sweep. Brokey.
Liquid के साथ बहुत देर तक था.
AWP.
That's going to be feeling absolutely A1 for the Latvian.
बड़ी अच्छी लाइन आती है और पुरानी Liquid की.
This is how it started, Chad.
Yeah, it can't be stressed enough. Look who's the first step. Remember when Rain went long side, they traded off of that? You also had Carrigan before in the first gun round. Wrap Arch side.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's all been Arch.
short.
This is where the target is right now, and Na'Vi are left scratching their
Navi
heads.
इको निकाल रही है guys. क्या कहते हो?
Some pistols here down in the dumps. Maybe FaZe getting that 10 rounds on this T side is possible.
I mean, this is going to be Carrigan hyper-focused, zoned in.
They found a weakness, and we're just saying if Blade takes a timeout, they traditionally convert around. Still yet to see the AWP come out. I'm sure that big red button will be hit for Na'Vi into the next. Bit might be the man having to drop that. You can see the residual cash he's left over. Simple obviously gets a couple more liberties to be taken, and FaZe are just sticking to the same script. Bait it out, see what they're up to, take the map control.
They've got it down to a science now.
Smoke pick है उसने ऊपर से नीचे. पकड़, पकड़ वापस से.
Quasi-buy for Na'Vi, not interested in full investment for round 8. And again, Chad, we've seen this before, significant threatening damage dealt before the final commitment.
Well, look where the gap is right now. They can almost waltz on up, just one smoke, have nothing to worry about as they make their way up that short side. But remember, they have been going long, so maybe they want to test that yet again.
Second mid aggress करना चाहिए Navi को यहाँ पे यार थोड़ा सा. और एक ही सेम सेटअप कर रही है. 2 आर्चेस होते हैं, 3 बी होते हैं.
Oh, Nate looks good. And that's
short.
Shot at a bit. Sits Rain down, a weapon tantalizingly close, but another body down. Defensive smoke just for survival now and retrieval. Maybe more to be said about Bit hiding in plain sight. Does take another body.
Time's a problem here.
They have to plant. They are into the site. Established.
अगर ये राउंड निकल गया, बिट ने राउंड निकाल के दिया लोगों.
Still 7 rounds have passed without any Na'Vi resistance. Is this where things change, or can FaZe fight 3 on 4? It's up to Carrigan. Brokey does hit the shot, and Carrigan good for the headshot now, running out of options.
Oh, twist!
That'll do nicely!
Holy shit, bro.
It's Twist with a 2.
अबे यार मॉन्स्टर बता कैसे बनाना ट्रिक लेते थे मैं और तू सिखाना पड़ेगा.
We see the score if you've just joined us. Yes, this is reality. Map 1 of your grand finals here at the PGL Major Antwerp 2022.
गेम हो गया.
And FaZe are 8-0 up. This is the reality we live in.
This could be the change right here. We spoke about it. The AWP to come out for Simple.
Days,
Half's already been won. FaZe have done more than enough here. Anything else is the cherry on top, but we need some resistance from NAVI now.
Who else but Simple to try and change the dialogue?
अब आ गई. चलो बेटा यहाँ से राउंड आना शुरू होंगे guys. अगर यहाँ पे Simple ने नहीं मारा ना ऑफ सीन है.
Another setup shift. Trying every trick in the book just to get off of that goose egg.
So they're trying to take a fight here. This is the first time they're actually trying to lock down mid. They know that Arch has been their weakness. Flash is a setup. This might be a smoke in the hand of Brokey.
Yeah, that's
he
a
can
geeky
flash
one.
from this position as well. We've seen NAVI try something tricky in the book back in the day.
Said NAVI जाएगा.
Still with vision.
नहीं.
Still no bloodshed. It's Electronic.
Nice one, Electronic. Let's go.
He is a big game player. The Des discussed it too out of Electronic. Might need more out of him though. Decisions to be made. And it's a big one out of Rod. Stops Electronic from building further. Distinct disadvantage only extended as Bits does strike. It's Brokey up against the odds. One luxury is the bomb, but standing in his way is the GOAT himself. Using the smoke, that's not going to stop him. And there you have it. NAVI break their silence.
Who are you rooting for? I want FaZe to win, but I want a good game. You know, that's why right now I want NAVI to win some rounds.
News report that's coming out
but I want FaZe to win.
The changing of the tide. They do invest into the AWP. They do find traction, but it wasn't really with the AWP. It was with the rifles locking this down top mid. But it was the stance that was different.
I want a close game, Chad. You know.
And they're Simple finishing the round off here, but FaZe are back into things. A couple more of those necessary for NAVI if they want to break this economy right now for FaZe.
Yeah, they got plenty of cash to splash. Simple. Cautious. Twist has a little idea as to aggression. Wants to try and punish on a tiny slither of smoke. But now already replaced.
Done a lot here, right? They've already been able to draw out smokes. Boomich is going to signal the fact he has this Famus over towards B.
Clear intent now. FaZe looking to show that that single round was just a flash in the pan. And regular scheduled programming ready to return for round 10. Look at where the bomb is though. This is all just smoke and mirrors.
Good job.
There's another smoke,
yeah,
chat. That's
just
another
drawing
smoke.
This is all this is about, just drawing the util out. Simple stuff from FaZe. Yes, spotted. Electronics still selling the dome of the head. Has to be very careful. He's scooped up now, time 45 seconds on the clock. FaZe will show indications now where they do want to finish this round. What's the closer going to be?
Yeah. Up the NAVI
flying relatively blind here, no answers top. Banana. Rain just crawls on out. He evades the first spray of Bit and he is ready. But so are NAVI. Simple on long, one down, only Rob's really, and he's got two. Simple. Cuts them off with a pass, and on the cross, Carrigan joins them. Brokey, dead to rights. 10 seconds, he wants to die and will.
Chalo bhai, come back ho raha hai.
They've been focusing on him, still finds himself at the very tippy top.
It's quite clear they're still trying to play with that rotation. They throw a B fake, right? You can see FaZe what they're trying to do. They're just trying to keep NAVI moving. The B fake right there is to draw Simple or whoever the arch rotator is over towards B. Nobody moves, right? NAVI have adjusted. They've said, let's sit back, let's wait, let's let the fight come to us. We won't create these gaps. Simple shuts them down. So great stuff here as we are getting into the thick of things now. This is the opportunity to break the bank balance. A big round for NAVI coming ahead. If they can deny this plan, if they can make sure there's no saves, they'll set themselves up to claw this half back to be respectable.
Audience next level है. हमेशा से मेजर की audience ऐसी रही है जानी. Hype हमेशा से ऐसी रही है. But love about CSGO. Bro ये इतना आगे कैसे गया हुआ है?
How's he find a gap like that? They've been watching mid every other time, and now it's Boobage turn. He needs a kill.
He will find it. Twists. First time we've seen him punished for his adventures early up the banana. You can see there is a hidden smoke to be retrieved.
Not sure how much that's going to do. FaZe might get a move on right now. They've got the kill they're looking for.
There's
More
pace.
intent.
There is a lot of pace behind them here.
Look at the gap. There's such a massive hole right now. It needs to be filled by Simple. He's going to have to do this alone.
Yeah, he's been called upon here. Nice contribution out of Electronic, but FaZe still stubborn. On the way in.
Miss kar raha hai Simple.
And it's up to Perfecto. Carrigan refuses to die. A 2-on-2.
I'll go Slam 7.
A battle of wits and fortitude.
मैं भी ये पूछता हूँ Scout कब होंगे ऐसे scenes.
Time starts to tick. Favor of FaZe. Rob's responsible. 2 orbs. Chad, what are they up to? They can't miss these shots. And he has. Rob doesn't. Just the one, and that'll do.
दोनों के पास operators थी यार.
And Carrigan 5 kills between the two of them.
Pressure में है
9
boys.
T rounds here on Inferno.
Kind of wonder that opening kill from Robs. It didn't even feel real that it was happening because he was just walking out Boiler alone. You can see some risks being taken now. That opening kill is what threw this round into a bit of a tailspin. It created the gap on A, then the fight went down towards B. That's a massive response right there.
अबे ऑप यार भाई को आदत है ना यार क्या करें
took that fight. That is wild but simple.
Hello what's up क्या मैं TikTok में
जाता
हूँ
immediately. He's going to be sent packing by a flash in space.
Operator
हाँ
हाँ
take a lot more room. They know they can turn the heat up on NAVI now.
Yeah, they found their mojo. NAVI still chasing it.
मतलब एंगल गलत ले रहा है ना फिर वो हन्नान सिंपल को गेम सिखा रहे हैं हम देख लो इतनी औकात आ गई भाई की
Feel to this FaZe clan.
It means that NAVI can never be caught sleeping on any of these choke points. You just have to love what they're throwing their way.
You just never know what you're going to get next.
Yeah, the spanner in the works with these dry walkouts. We saw Rain try it earlier. Rob's got away with it. And with these walkouts, it's just going to keep NAVI in a position where they can't gamble, they can't hedge. They have to lock down these positions. They have to keep eyes on.
Util, that must force Electronic out.
Oh, भाई Simple तो गया.
Simple the same. Look at the damage.
Oh, bro, Simple.
Hungry for the repeat. And it is a deadly sin. Greed gets Simple. Bit. Got a lot to do with a very less than ideal buy. Still brings Carrigan low. But Proki so far forward and Bit stubborn on the defense. What is that from Carrigan? Tracers reveal him. They're so close to one another. This is all hanging by a thread, and it's Electronic.
फिर भी राउंड जा रहा है.
Sets NAVI up for collection.
NAVI के लिए. आ रहा है NAVI के लिए.
And they really find a way in. Is there anything to be said for FaZe Clan? 10 seconds is all they have to work with, and there's a setup. One and done. Roki can't get to the mark. And NAVI make it 3.
How is Prag going? Ahmad, Prag is going great, bro.
Well handled now, but the best they can get is 6 here. Look, and I said the best they can get is 6. We know that
We
NAVI can
played
have
some
a
scrim.
side
We had
too.
fun today.
But we're just seeing them work into things. Bit of an odd one there from Simple, right? Caught off by that molly. You can see this here. He doubted the
Molly से
spread.
बच गया था, फिर वो
He
repick के लिए गया.
runs across, peeks back, licks him in the final moments there and gives the opener to
उसको लगा
Rain, but
थोड़ा
not
सी
enough
जगह है
for FaZe
मेरे
to get on
पास.
the board. And look what has happened now to FaZe. These close rounds, the nature in which they have unfolded.
Coach मिला नहीं अभी coach done नहीं हुआ हमारा.
Situation right now, they're going to have to sit back, hold on to their pennies.
IGL कौन है? फिलहाल डार्क ही कर रहा है.
The opportunity now for NAVI.
यार next round अभी तक announce ही नहीं हुआ.
Pressure is felt by everyone, Chad.
One tap moment.
It's just a matter of how they react to it.
क्या याद करा रहा है मुझे तू?
Conversation now for FaZe is about not losing the momentum going into the second half. You want to try and keep this tit for tat. You don't just want to lose the last 3-4 rounds consecutively here. You want to make sure that you're competitive, you're keeping the fight up, they're close.
Yeah, I mean, best case, we get to see a bomb plan and a couple of kills, but I don't know who to look and call upon for that.
Yeah, and it's just the same from FaZe here. This is what we saw
I
from
think because he's even for NAVI.
Stalled down,
Yeah,
very
bro.
slow Inferno.
Ooh, that's a little naughty, but it's more hopeful than anything.
Oh, तेरी खैर होए नेट.
Just making sure any of our newer viewers know what Inferno looks like. The nooks and crannies.
They're taking our time, exploring the entire map. Not only that, but they're trying to bait out some of this CT util, force them into a rebuy in the next, and that's why it's this very pokey little play with the pistols. Show their face, drop back, and and then eventually run into the meat grinder. Simple's going to get the first here. Perfecto and Boomich over towards B to do some damage. Boomich and Perfecto going to lock this one down and through the smoke. Swiss gets one.
Confidence skills, you know.
That'll be it, says Boomich. He's going to be happy with that. A couple of eco kills to get him up to 3 in total. Needs to get his confidence going. Boomich has been fantastic for this team once they've made it to the playoffs here. He's been extremely mobile as an in-game leader across the map, impact frags, so want to get him online. Could be looking at something a little bit more pacey here, Alex. Just taking note, taking stock of the purchases that FaZe are starting to equip here.
Those things want to be what's up, I need to be, bro.
The second opportunity. I think Blade knows that if they can get to that 6 mark, they're still in this map. It is not done just yet. Started bleak, started absolutely miserable. Hemorrhaging rounds, but right
some
now
things never change, you know.
Yeah, Blade,
Monster.
Savant for Counter-Strike, and now probably just making sure with his abacus that everyone's on the same page as to what can be coming their way.
It's a bit curious.
Can I eat it while watching?
Like this.
Nice.
So he's trying to get, they're trying to get the most out of this before it gets too out of control here. It's curious if they want to use pace behind this. They didn't buy any HEs. Normally if you had a couple of nades, you'd lob them forward, soften up on the faster pace. It's not so easy to do when you don't have any nades in place. You're going to have to hope for a couple of good flashes here, but a set piece definitely on the line. Check that radar out. 4 players for FaZe, quickly making their way up second mid. This is one of the pocket strats you need if you want to win a major grand final.
4 members of FaZe Clan Stampede.
बिल्कुल change किया इन्होंने pace.
Double flame.
Foreign molly पे गए
Smoke
भाई.
for more pressure, but call that off.
That's huge. That is massive from NAVI right there. It doesn't seem like a lot, but that is all the investment in utility gone for FaZe immediately.
Look
that was
how
a
many
pocket
smokes.
strat. Yeah, they were hoping to get away with a lot of space. That actually means a lot. NAVI have just stalled them out completely here. They have to come up with something on the fly.
Wow, there was 5 smokes. Blue. More replacing that.
These flashes here that Brokey are lining up is perfect. Try and get a bit of a waterfall strat coming out, but they will need to get past 3. Bit in Electronic are hard to break, and Simple's there as well.
3 players, 3 flashbangs.
These are going to have to be absolutely perfect here. If NAVI aren't blind, there's no way in for FaZe. They're just going to get shut out of this.
Yeah, but Rain is going to be the one to come in last, looking to clean up the mess. And here comes the commit. Lots of flashes. Rain has opened the account for FaZe. Simple, one back. Hard shot. The Rain! Shot down Simple, long range. FaZe.
Gaming up पे भी FP ड्रॉप होता था.
Mac 10's a single rifle. Pistols.
Bro.
Break into the A site, and Boomich and Perfecto just have to sit back.
I can't speak to how ridiculous that is. NAVI negated the initial onslaught. They had a strat that they wanted to run from spawn. You don't see that too often. We've been seeing default spreads throughout. That right there was a strat straight from spawn. You can see the nature behind it. The smoke's already in the air. Molotovs, multiple Molotovs from NAVI come out top mid, and you think that's done. That's completely over right here. But Brokey, we saw him in that position before, and you saw how good those flashes are. They're meant to waterfall over as your players are jumping out of apartments. If that pit player wants to fight, he's going to get white. And that's exactly what happened. Bomb goes off again, and FaZe. What a half this has been.
So for the first rounds, we witnessed Simple being the target. Those flashes have Electronic's name written all over them.
Yeah, that was beautiful stuff right there. The fact that they were able to pull something out of their back pocket after the initial strategy didn't work, I'm loving this. You can see the flashes here perfectly highlighted.
Bang!
They continue to come on over. A couple of them, you can see in the feed, Brokey getting flash assist there, and that's exactly what you want from a strat like that. That is the pressure now.
This team is support. I'm supporting FaZe, bro.
Saved gun Shaw. A couple of line pies around this here. I said 9-6 would be all right. 11-4 sounds absolutely miserable here for NAVI.
Yeah, it's looking ludicrous. Boomich though, this is what he does best. A double out of Boom. Bit and Boom. Bang.
What the fuck?
And the final round of this first half, they do get the opportunity to at least remedy this defense. Hall.
FaZe deserve करती है ना major यार.
Does seem like it is a must.
Last time Cloud9 ने ले लिया था low से major. तुम लोगों को याद है बहुत प्यारा major था यार.
Just forced to sit back and watch as his 3 remaining compatriots look to bring
मैं ठीक ठाक हंस के तुम सुना सब सेट है.
Out of this round.
इसका वजन देखो इसकी speed देख bro.
NAVI seem to have a good idea as to where they're coming from. It was Rain before. Can he possibly find a way in again? Heard now. couple of missed shots. It's still simple. Only one out of Rain, and Navi hold on to the reins. It's Brokey tagged up and body bagged as well. 5
तो भाई 10-5 कर दिया. पिस्टल निकालना है लोगों को.
Recovery here.
पिस्टल निकालना है guys. Navi को.
Navi were able to pick up 5. So when you look at it that way, a bit of momentum in their favor, but it's had to be extremely hard rounds that they're converting here. Not been easy whatsoever. Great half out of Brokey, 16 kills to his name, leading the charge, even though that arch side was targeted time and time again. Simple, of course, 14 to his name. And finally, a bit more proactive play out of Navi there, right? Boomich actually barreling down Banana. Before that, it was very passive. They were just waiting for FaZe, hoping that they would come with the quickness. This will be some comeback for Navi here. We know that Inferno can be a bit of a weakness. Something that teams do like to target from time to time.
Yeah, and FaZe have demonstrated that they're coming in possessed. 8-0 for a start. A 10-5 half certainly can be classified as a recovery. This is a big one.
Valo win. आज Valo नहीं खेलेंगे यार.
Superstar with the
आज मैच
pistol
देखेंगे.
for these long-range duels. The USP favored in most of those, but the gap closing quick.
Yes, Nuke pick किया है. और इनका Nuke अच्छा है, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ. FaZe का Nuke बहुत best.
Anticipation grows. The Sport Palace know just as well as we do. This pistol has a lot riding on it for Navi. Map 1.
तो कोई ये मैप निकालना है. ऐसा नहीं कि Nuke is a 100% win for Navi.
Information for Rain, and what a shot! Boomich, he's down.
Shot हो गया Rain.
Anyone else want to challenge out Rain? Robs, he's got a back turn.
Robs!
And Electronic slaps him down. Pressure mounting as they look to bounce and bound.
कुछ नहीं हुआ. Chat कुछ नहीं हुआ.
Bomb here. Karrigan might have the right maneuver about this.
It's not bad at all. And Simple doesn't even click as he's silenced by Rain. Back and forth we go. They're tossling for control, wrestling in a 3-on-3. 40 seconds. T-side. That's the bomb in the open, courtesy of Rain.
But Rain.
His heart beating as he's taken 3 out of the equation, and he's not done yet.
किसी ने नहीं देगा. छोड़ दो, माफ कर दो यार. जाने दो.
Oh, what a shot out
Short
of
bit.
But Rain still presides over that bomb.
अभी भी जिंदा है Rain.
Rain has to be Rain. Looking for Rain. Oh, the ace. The ace, you doubted him, and he continues to prove us wrong.
Ace मार दी भाई.
When Karrigan and FaZe need him the most, Navi head in hand. In the first round of play in the second half, look at this, all 5 for Harvard Nygaard. It had to be him, no one else was hitting the shots.
Oh bhai.
That's absurd right there. The fact it comes down to a 1-on-2 and Rain's already done all the hard work just to get them to that point. Massive stuff. If Navi thought they had any hope in that pistol, Rain has just
Simple keh raha, fuck this shit, I'ma go kill with my deagle.
He's looking to put on a clinic.
नहीं.
Looking to break the rules.
Valorant वाले भी लैंड पे ऑडियंस अलाउ कर देना फिर ज़्यादा अच्छा सही Valorant. जो बात है.
Light investment, sure.
Is this grand final? Yes, it is.
Really feeling the pressure here, Navi. This type of a buy feels a little
hello, मैं Sensio DPI कितनी है? 800 DPI 0.65
cents. This basket, he's going to have a limper purchase going forward in the rounds. Smoked off, denied, perfect stuff. You don't want to task with that one. Another smoke top mid, continuing to block, and it won't be wanting to walk through that grey screen.
एक बार major जीती है, yes.
Navi looking a little stuck here. Electronic respects the utility. Karrigan maintains the futility of this round. They will fall one by one. Jumped on, and that's a lot of cash injected into the FaZe Clan bank account.
Best of 3, yes.
Frag on the SMG. The unarmored Navi, no match.
Navi are out of sorts right now. That purchase from Simple there, the question is, will he get donated an AK? It's most likely that someone will drop
FaZe नहीं जीती, तभी तो FaZe favorite है.
Okay, maybe not. Going to see something a little different coming out here. But FaZe are handling this. The game plan so far has been perfect.
Karrigan भी नहीं जीता हुआ, Twist भी नहीं जीता हुआ. I don't think कोई जीता हुआ, कोई भी नहीं जीता हुआ FaZe में.
Denying those pistols the chance to take the room for free. But right here, deep mid smokes, nades come on through. No real damage to find here, just to be chipped away. Electronic looking for some space, barreling up behind the U-tilt. Taking a lot of liberties and a lot of room here.
Yeah, that's a lot of space, quick. can see Brokey is going to be the third bannerman to arrive upon the site. Retake smoke, util to rain in. The flames will force you back or forward. Make a choice. Incendiary to spread immediate smoke in response. They will stand in this constantly contested.
क्या करना चाह रहे हैं? क्या करना चाह रहे हैं? बहुत ज़्यादा धुआं हो गया है guys.
Feel they've done enough.
FaZe है ने bro.
They have Rain ready to preside.
You roster है.
The opportunity. Ooh, lots of damage. Carrigan though, he's got his MP9, and it may be all he needs. Ducks, dodges, dips.
Hey!
A necessary frag. Rotates are going to be hard here, and already it's been. It cuts one down. Robs maintains presence on Banana. Brokey encroaching now. Opportunity still ripe for a FaZe 13. I don't see a kit. They're running out of time. They are running out of time, and especially now, Perfecto. Robs' ambitions change now. He's not looking for the round. He wants Navi to go down with the ship. He knows things are tight, Chad.
Smart play from Robs here. There's no way out. If they're going to try and run out, they're going to have to run past him here. He can get both of these kills with ease, but the round is NAVI's. Robs gets the reaction from the crowd, but NAVI get the 6 knocks onto the scoreboard there. Still a 6-round difference. And you're exactly right, knowing the financial damage that's going to come through with a round like that. Still an opportunity here for FaZe to finish this quickly. Right now, they're not in a good place.
अबे कि बस टाइम कैसे होता है यार? इतनी बड़ी पेज पे देख के स्ट्रैट देखने का यूं करने का.
Out the low HP Perfecto with a couple of big frags to his name. Both teams still able to get to a bye because it was a bonus from FaZe. They had a lot of SMGs. Now they're into a lot more rifles here. Let's see if the script is going to be flipped.
तो पेज देखा तो इतना कुछ लिखा हुआ था उस पे.
This battle of utility, so many nades leaving hands, and it's aggression. Oh, what a shot!
रेड हो गई, ओवर अग्रेस कर गया थोड़ा.
Just as he leaps over the half wall.
फिर भी भूमेश 14 HP पे है.
The Navi chants begin again as fans start to believe. Not gonna be easy in somewhat of a hole on Navi.
See how worried they are here. They didn't have full map control, so the fact that Simple is being that diligent. We're unawares of what FaZe are currently set up with. It's a 2-2 spread. Util's light here for Navi.
Oh, it's not well placed.
स्टेज नहीं है. Heal नहीं होता इसमें.
Lack of information for FaZe here. They are in the dark. No information top mid. No information Banana at all.
Oh, this is going to be a real tight one for these two. 4-on-4, it's easy to find that number advantage in your commitment as that T side.
Brokey's been great. 18 kills. He needs a couple more here if they want to test his side of the map.
18, top of the server. Navi have to get into this bomb site. What a shot out of bit. That's Galil.
It's all on Robs.
Yeah, he's got to activate. He's tucking in.
Freebie.
And that's a free one.
बहुत अच्छा खेला रॉब्स ने. एक जगह
They are
पकड़
entering
ली.
the site. A well-placed nade doesn't
10 में छोड़ा
quite
था.
catch Perfecto. And another successful take of the site. 3-on-3. Wounded a FaZe. How are you supposed to crack back into the site? Crossfires have been established. Bit to peek off of contact, but it may not be necessary. Simple finds Carrigan on the crawl through. And some of the sharpest tools now on the way back
क्या
in.
positioning थी ये?
It's going to be hectic. He knows Bit's graveyard, but running out of time. There's one, and it's Perfecto.
बाहर निकला है.
Secures the round for Navi.
Really well done there. That was the kill onto Brokey, right? Opens up the site, gives them an opportunity to wrap on in. And look, a little bit worrisome there in the final stages, but FaZe, now they have to ask
Simple को पता है कि वो underperform कर रहे हैं.
और
वो ये सोच के
और this defense, we saw them have to take an eco late within that first half.
और decisions ले रहे हैं
within the second.
I feel like बहुत pressure
into this now in Navi, and they're doing it with a different pace. It's not this slow default spread. They're actually charging up Banana. So when we talk about the game plan of FaZe in the first half, it was Arch side. Clearly Navi think Banana is somewhere they can pressure early. That's what Robs can do here.
He wants to be a crowd favorite, does Robs?
Saw plenty of that in the show match, Robs.
Yeah, we did.
Come back,
No
कल close
here.
तो होगा. Underperforming. तो उसका लेवल है ना उसके हिसाब से अंडर परफॉर्मेंस
Ray. Oh, that's juicy.
Wow, Ray.
He's caught electronic. They're saving their pennies and really should have no voice in this round whatsoever. But what is that? Simple catches one. Garrigan's hit another on the USB. And it has to be Perfecto to pick up the pieces. They got plenty of time. It still has to be a Navi round. Oh, more damage. Palms a little sweaty now as they do want to get that bomb down. Another big one out of Perfecto at this point.
सब खेल रहे हैं now.
It loses its potency, albeit foreboding, threatening from FaZe. Perfecto.
आ रहा है guys, comeback आ रहा है.
It doesn't matter how Navi are getting these rounds on the board, but you're right, Perfecto, that's the name we have to keep on saying here. In a lot of these situations where it's getting tight, these rounds are big key. The kills that he's been able to pick up, been bailing them out of dodge here.
Juice होगा guys. कहाँ बैठे हो? TS. Juice होने वाला है. Juice होने वाला है. Juice हो गया.
Kaboom!
Perfectly timed by the crowd on that one. Bomb goes off, round on the board for the difference here as Navi starting to mount a bit of a comeback, starting to make this one interesting.
Oh, more than interesting, Chad. I think this is where FaZe, they thought they were about to just putt it in.
Well, we all know the woes that FaZe have had on this map once upon a time. We're going to go back 4 long years.
Dark Unity बैठा हूँ मैं.
Boston Major.
I'd argue I don't think it feels like long years for Carrigan. Just seeing him compose himself on the stage.
Bebe मोदा और टेस्ट में मोदी की पिक्चर थी.
To be so close to that trophy.
Yeah, let's get a gun round here on this CT side. FaZe brought back in. A bit lighter on U2. Rain chipped away out early. NAVI definitely want to take the fights much earlier than FaZe did, and it doesn't feel quite right to be saying exactly that.
3 rounds in consecutive fashion out of NAVI. Can they build further into it? It's FaZe that look to adjust.
So they're lacking utility here, right? So they are going to have to take a couple of these glances with their bodies, put their bodies on the line, not just be able to defend with utility alone. They softened up this B site early. It is very susceptible right now to a full execute. The way that they're postured here tells me...
Okay. Okay, Boomish. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say that it might have to be a bit of a save if they walk into this B site. And now that they've gotten that freebie, maybe it'll have to be exactly that.
Oh, no. A horrible death to stomach for Carrigan. Just a reaction speed test out of Boomich. And there's more to come, way more to come.
Defensive smoke there towards that short side, trying to corral them here over into Twist domain.
Yeah,
he's second right there,
pairing. Good nade.
Nice
Twist actually charging in. He wants 4 and he'll take
Twist!
My God! Simple.
Dry peak doesn't care.
Only for a moment as back and forth, trading blows, both wounded and low. And 20 seconds. Navi need to get into that site. Rain knows it, as does Brokey. It's the bomb on the back of Perfecto. Can he get into the site? The answer is given. No! From Brokey. Bit. Time. Oh my God, it's a dual plan. Makes an executive decision just in time. He will get it down. The young can't stand tall. On the biggest of stages.
Let's go, Bit.
Oh, yes,
nice try, Brokey. बहुत मजेदार आउट था.
A triple kill out of Bit, but the last one means the most. As FaZe fans sent back to the doldrums of economic despair.
Show us this one again. Look at the time on the clock. As Bit walks out, he gets that opener. That's the bomb drop. 9 seconds, gets the kill, picks it up at 8 seconds, starts planting. Brokey's pivoted too far back. The bomb goes down, and problems for FaZe now.
19 years of age. How many 19-year-olds are in this stadium today? And one of them does that for NAVI.
Real problems for FaZe now. This comeback is on.
Oh yes, like Donkey Kong. Bye-bye.
Nice, Perfecto.
Sent back to spawn. A well-placed nade, chips away, unconfirmed, electronic and simple. Lightly tickled, but it's no laughing matter for FaZe Clan.
So ये round तो आ गया NAVI के
discuss what the game plan for FaZe can be going forward here. We had this same conversation with NAVI in the first half. They were getting blanked. Remember that 8-0 start? It was fantastic from FaZe. Their T side was looking well-oiled, well-drilled. Now, the same thing for NAVI, it hasn't been as clean. In a couple of closer rounds, they've needed the individuals to bail them out. But remember, it was the AWP when it came out for Simple, is when NAVI eventually started getting rounds on the board. Now, it wasn't necessarily through his kills early, but it was through the way that they approached the rounds. They're a bit more forward, they were ready to fight. And now that Brokey has kept himself a bit more residual cash here, we should see the same adjustment being made from FaZe.
Perfecto बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है यार.
There's so many candidates that we discussed for NAVI. It looked like Simple. I mean, amazing that he managed to go from 13th or something rated in the tournament to #1, now rivaling that of BIT, who's been in incredible form. Same form by which he dominated in Stockholm. A 2-round deficit now, Chad. FaZe's funds just where they need to be.
This is the first time out here at FaZe, right? This is the first time they're going to have a conversation. The Des talked about it. They don't have a coach behind them, right? They've got the manager there. Unfortunately, Robert can't be here with
yes,
the
it
team,
is. What someone said, there's no denying that.
He's got a massive brain on those shoulders. He's going to be able to come up with some solution to this. And as forecast, it looks like Brokey's going to be bringing out the big green.
Close to an idyllic bye for both squads. Our 23rd round of play, now just a 2-round gap. Electronic looks like he's got some intent. Supported by the framework of utilities already up, and Carrigan, last time he tried his luck, boom, knocked him down.
बहुत तेज बनाना टेक लेता है भाई. Full Ferrari में गया Electronic.
Repelled the first test out of NAVI here.
But look at how NAVI are rerouting right now. This is very telling that they want to try something on the other side of the map here. They've been able to pressure FaZe, force out that utility a lot earlier. They're in the dark. This is fantastic for NAVI. That pressure throughout this half has been phenomenal. And now they can chop and change, and now change the tide of the rounds here. Smoke deployed over towards A. That's going to be the final smoke here. Nothing left for FaZe to defend with the grey screen. They're going to have to get it done with bullets.
They're not short on individual prowess, Chad, our FaZe clan.
This is on Robs here.
And they are charging into Rob. One.
Almost.
And done. Low on Electronic. That should be finished by Twist, and he's done it. Brokey alongside for the ride, running out of players. NAVI can't get through. It's only Perfecto. Baits the shot. Beautiful move. And a great headshot, but down in the flames. Falls to his own.
MSK की legendary goals.
Started to conjure a little something magic there, but falls foul to his own flame. 30.
Summit would be proud.
Yeah. Wasn't on that
Summit
major grand final stage, though.
Fantastic stuff for Brokey. Brings out the orb. They deal with it, and you can see the change there. A timeout back from NAVI here. Coach Blade on the mic. This comeback was looking good. Now starting to get in hot water. 3 more rounds.
So इस बार जैसा खेलता है तारीफ है
ना. The wings is map 2, Ancient as the 3rd and final decider. If we
को जलने का बड़ा शौक है. अबे जलते हैं सारे.
It's quite the map haul.
FaZe might have to make some adjustments here, right? They've noted now, more often than not, that it's fast banana play. Consistently charging up the multiple Molotovs to make sure they can't play sandbag, they can't play mouth of banana. Room taken off them here, and well, here's the little bit of a oopsie from Perfecto in the flames, goes on down, does get that kill. Getting fired up, our FaZe. Looks to be same again here, same utility to be deployed top banana.
Oh, that will leave a mark. Blind on retreat. They do elope. Still, it's Perfecto. Even though
they come back se better 16 punch aa jate. How is that
changing that now?
Better, bro?
Rain wants answers.
Nice flash.
More than an answer. He gets ahead, and he's not done.
Bro, overheat.
He goes for the full commit and gives away the advantage immediately upon acquisition.
Look at this.
Robs wants to change that again. Oh, head on a swing.
देख लिया उन्होंने ना?
So many options here, and he started to find some safety.
It's been spotted.
And look at the ankle adopted by Electronic. He should be cut short, and is. NAVI have solved the mystery. And
Twist right now.
Oh my God, look at how many are encroaching onto Twist location.
Twist. Wouldn't करने वाला है.
This is so tantalizing. They don't know! And Twist only gets the one! A quick react out of Bit.
NT bro.
And that will be enough. That will be enough to
इसके
return us to
NTs
that
दो
2-round
होते हैं यहाँ
gap.
पर.
FaZe are having real issues with this.
Yeah.
Over towards Banana, they're having a tough time of things. They tried aggression this time round, it hasn't worked.
अगर देखो रेन की गलती है कि यहाँ पे भी 2v3 है. रेन के पास
because if your A anchors aren't getting
के लागा ही थी आराम से पीछे हो सकता था फजूल में एग्रेस किया
उसने. Coming towards B and they're brutalizing with utility like they're putting pressure on shore.
उन्हें जाना
This
पड़ेगा.
might have to fall to Brokey to take some aggressive stances with the AWP here.
They don't really know that until the end of the round.
NAVI are consistently getting that bomb down.
Damage disabled होता है ना? है ना अनन?
Loss bonus now in the favor of FaZe. So as far as the buys go, they can do this save by. At least they can stay competitive down the home stretch.
You do in MM, but on officials you don't. Patient में तो नजर नहीं आता, मरने के बाद नजर आता
This was
है.
their game to lose. The fact that they win the
कि आपने
pistol,
कितना
Ren
damage
gets
दिया
that
था.
ace, looking absolutely phenomenal right now. They get the conversion in the second.
But this is
Damage
the
report
CT side.
disabled होती
Easier
है,
for
yes.
them right here, but they have
बाद में नजर आता है
things
आपको
again.
damage.
NAVI, they want to continue to test this. Brokey with the AWP takes a shot, is going to be pushed off the line. That utility, it's so overwhelming, and now they know the Orb's here.
They're getting away with it every time. Confirm again, the Orb did not relocate.
मेजर मरने के बाद भी नहीं आता.
How are both of these T sides from FaZe and NAVI alike so imposing? Util from NAVI. Still plenty of it. Still up. Carrigan staring at a grey screen. Flames rattle in. There's Twists in a crossfire with.
फिर पे ड्राई पिक करने की सोच रहा है भाई.
Respond to this mid control.
फिर ड्राई पिक करने की सोच रहा है.
Ouch!
Carrigan गया ड्राई पे.
Goes wide.
Gets punished for it.
And his eyes fade to black. Electronic may have actually screwed that up a little. Looks good though. Large smoke presence from NAVI. They are really slowly strangling this FaZe clan defense. Can they find any way to disrupt this, or a FaZe gonna fall yet again to this NAVI execute? Biding their time. Rotator coming. Bronx looks for something, and he just gets led straight between the eyes. Another headshot added to the tally of Bit, and just as simple as that.
चलो भाई, ये राउंड भी आ गया. Boys, 12-13 होने वाला.
Looks like simple. He wants to take more away. We'll pay the price. Brokey with the information that they are continuing to try and
कैसे
force
बैठ
the
गया
issue.
उसके सामने.
Take everything away from FaZe.
Has to be a little bit careful here. It's not like NAVI are out of the water. They can't throw too many bodies at this. So they might just contain them to B, make sure that they can't leave the site. You can see here from Electronic, they don't want anything else to do with this. But this is fantastic work from NAVI now. They're understanding their setup, how to deal with it. FaZe are throwing every trick in the book right now.
Temple भाई 21 मर चुके हैं.
Wait, like that right there was mid retake utility. You saw that
और
smoke
Perfecto
dribble
13
over top
दफा
mid.
20
They were going for
Perfecto
mid retake
बहुत
utility.
अच्छा
Now
खेल
they
रहा
got the
है और
perfect
mid भी.
response. Drop a defensive Molotov. They can't push up porch side.
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक भी अच्छा खेल रहा है, but उसके स्टैट्स वो चीजें बता नहीं रहे. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक ने काफी अच्छे प्राइस निकाले. But ये चीज स्कोरबोर्ड में नजर नहीं आती.
This is going to be a story of two T sides.
It's going to get more brawly now. Right? I think the FaZe have to start taking a couple bit more liberties in fights they want to take. Maybe take 3 towards B, extinguish the utility coming their way, barrel down Banana, take a fight, be a bit more aggressive in halls, in boiler, try and find that pick on the lurker towards second mid. Because right now, it's not the same fashion the way that FaZe were able to pick up their T rounds, but NAVI are doing similar scenes. They're getting control of the map much earlier, and then they're applying this pressure to FaZe, and the individuals, they're not standing up right now.
Big round of play.
Nice nade.
Boomich.
Bro, the nades, holy shit.
Catching flak, he's already very, very low, but still FaZe fly their flag. Top Banana, oh, what a flash. No punish.
The amount of util,
Carrigan the one
holy shit.
dances again. Rain tucked in.
एक और फ्लैश आने वाला है. नहीं? Okay.
To find that early advantage that has eluded FaZe clan. NAVI have been so stubborn.
तब यूज कर लिया नावी ने, अब यूटिल नहीं है उनके पास। नहीं है, एग्जीक्यूट के लिए है।
To run out of the additional utility.
Yeah, they've just forced out so much early here. Sure, Rain has a little bit left over. That's the best they have to boast right now is NAVI. They are looking threatening here, grouped up, ready to go.
First map of the PGL Major Grand Final. Number 1 versus number 2. Reigning champs release the nades. Keeping them guessing. Carrigan thinking it through, may have overthought it as here they come. It's Twist and Rain, nice headshot. Rain finding 2 on the entrance.
Rain, nice one. Abey Twist ka kill tha.
Done yet. Bits makes it so. Bomb needs to be planted. Can they get it?
Nice cover, perfecto.
It becomes a 2-on-2. This is winnable despite the heroics of Rain. NAVI pulled back into the fray from Perfecto and Bit. It's the A players now from FaZe trying to find a way back in. Oh no, bad smoke. On the hunt.
Bit hota, मैं होता Bit किया मैं push कर देता।
And he still stands up. A second and that'll do.
चलो भाई save है।
Recover. FaZe did everything. Let me correct myself. Rain did everything and it's still for nothing.
3 बंदे मार के भी यार Bit ने round बचा लिया।
From a B defender,
तो इसको वहाँ पे kill करनी थी, उसके बाद वो boost पे था, उसके बाद position का advantage था।
Right, those impact kills late. If Carrigan swings on out, spams him through the box, the bomb gets dropped. There's no time left. Perfecto here is the safe pair of hands that NAVI need in this comeback.
You saw Bit's health as well. If Perfecto isn't as precise as
this one here.
Look at that
That's
shot.
Such a huge kill.
Oh, Perfecto refuses to surrender. Will not bow out of this, and we're all tied up.
13-13 हो गया guys.
All tied up after an explosive start from FaZe. NAVI, they have found their footing.
अब NAVI कड़क हो गई है, उठ गए हैं सारे।
Perfecto 22. And it's broken.
Shot.
Down this time.
नजर लग गई। NAVI का AGL कौन है? Boomich.
This battle for Banana endlessly waging on. And there's pressure being applied all over the map. Electronic flirting with the fading smoke and finds nobody home. This is early to be having so much of this territory. A well-placed molly, but it's robbed. Slips off.
Short rookie, yaar.
2 in the round on that defensive orb. He may need more as Twist has gone down. And he's gone down.
Short Bit.
Drive by onto Brokey. And Carrigan demanded to clutch.
They're not buying, they're mostly saving.
Control and take the lead.
No?
On Inferno.
तो आ जाता है भाई.
Spotted. Crawl through.
Anti Carrigan. Bit बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है यार भाई. दूसरा मेजर है लौंडे का. अगर ये मेजर जीत जाएगा, 2 मेजर खेले होंगे, दोनों जीता हुआ होगा.
Feels strange to say this, but it's FaZe individuals on the CT side. They're not stepping up with the multi-kills they require. They're knocking on the door, they're coming into their bomb sites, but they're not able to convert multiple kills. One is not enough because the trading right now is better from NAVI. They're playing as a unit, they're believing in this comeback, and they are getting fired up. Look at Simple there, 14-13. Now NAVI take the lead. An 8-0 start for FaZe, it means nothing as NAVI want to rip this one away.
This could be heartbreaking considering how close, how ridiculously close FaZe felt. And on the CT side, no less now. A nervous goal for this international roster as they can feel it slipping away.
Nice one, Simple.
Again finds the opening. It's not a pretty buy. It's the best they could muster.
In
the
his
rifle
entire
behind
career,
the sofa cushions come up with nothing more than a couple of pistols. A singular MP9 Carrigan with just a CZ. And a whole squad chasing him. He does get two! A pistol! Is there really something to be said about round 28? There should
Carrigan का गेम बहुत improve हुआ है भाई. पहले ऐसा नहीं खेलता था Carrigan. और क्या ना लाए. अपने मैकेनिक्स पे बहुत वर्क किया है.
Smoke down. NAVI need it. They've got the time to think it through. Wait for the smokes to fade. No boosts to be seen.
आवाज नहीं आएगा.
Apart from this one right here. Oh, you rarely see a T side.
इन बहुत था ना इसका. अब के तो कितना अच्छा बहुत इंप्रूव किया गया है यार अपने मैकेनिक्स.
Late arrival. Oh, he needed
nice
that.
one.
Again, best him. Now the plant's safe enough. Only a P250, and that's NAVI up to 15. 2 map points.
Heavy agree जा रहे हैं पर बार-बार.
Just so steady here under pressure every single time. It looks like NAVI might be in a bit of trouble here. They just bail themselves out. They look calm. They hit the brakes. They wait. They hit the necessary shots and FaZe. They can't find anything. They make it interesting. Sure, Carrigan with the double here, but this is such a comeback right now.
चलो भाई 15 हो गए. 15 हो गए.
15 to 13 the score.
अगर NAVI ये जीतती है ना NAVI फिर न्यूक पे बहुत कॉन्फिडेंट होगी.
This might haunt him forever.
10 rounds and it may not be enough. They've got 3 on the defense.
Cloud9 versus FaZe वाली फीलिंग आ रही है गाइस. थोड़ी सी. कमबैक हुआ था उसमें भी.
Is this going to be the final round of our first map of this grand final? Sport Palais thinks it may be. Quick shot through the smoke, aggressive banana control. FaZe are starting to look like their former self, at least in the early posturing.
A little bit different here, finally some banana control right now for FaZe. How long can they hold on to that defensive smoke? Long side might be the gap here. Twist as well now under pressure. Defensive utility drop, rotation starting to come in. NAVI have a lot of space and a lot of time.
एक बंदा है बी पे 4 बिठा दी उन्होंने ए पे. होली शिट. फुल स्टैकिंग चल रही है. 15-11 से होता है, ये तो 6-0 से हुआ है.
This much pressure on your shoulders.
ओटी जा रहा है गाइस, ये क्या कहते हो?
Twist responsible. Combination with Carrigan is potentially going to be the Dane.
तो भाई मुश्किल लग रहा है ये मुझे.
Down and no one provides a response. They have the numbers now on the commit. Carrigan.
फिर भी बंदा मर गया.
It's Brokey. Zorb manages to find
nice
something,
trade.
but already he's been silenced. NAVI's trades are so strong. Gets the bomb.
Carrigan.
Carrigan does not surrender. And
Carrigan.
And the hand of the game.
Carrigan game बहुत on चल रहा है भाई.
It had to be someone, and Carrigan's the one to pull up his socks and spray down 3.
Felt like he was just trying to bait a little bit of a room for his team right there, but having to do it all, the in-game leader.
Oh boy, last time out. It's the last time out in the last round. Should we go OT, they won't have that option, but that remains to be seen.
It's one of the first rounds since the very, very early stage of this second half that FaZe have been able to get full banana control. That's the difference maker right there. They're able to hedge, they're able to get the rotation in, they responded in time. Sure, they lost the opening killer Twist, but Carrigan makes up for that. But this is it, round number 30, map number 1. The buys are in for both teams. NAVI, they want to get it done 16-14, and FaZe want to take it to overtime. Here it is again.
Look at number 3. First 2 great, that's simple on an AWP here, and bang. Carrigan extends play. Can they repeat that though? They've been few and far between, sandwiched amongst 5 NAVI rounds, and Carrigan decides he will take matters into his own hands. Rain, aggressive on banana, and it looks like it! Carrigan sprayed!
Let's go.
And it's a bit now to recover.
Guys, OT हो रहा है.
Down a man, bleeding, and asking questions as to where the CTs may have burrowed themselves into. They have to clear. They're going to take time to do this. Uncertainty in the Natus Vincere camp now, and a man to the good for FaZe and for OT.
What a play to make right here from Carrigan. Aggressive maneuver, only gets 1 out of it, but has thrown this round into a tailspin. NAVI have been good in these number disadvantaged situations, but this time they have no space to work with, combing back through the map, looking for any CTs who are overstepping the mark right now, but a 2-2 split of the defenses, and NAVI, if they hit the side together, they'll have the man advantage. Their trading has been on point.
It's been very hard to get a frag, get away. Brokey would love that here in our 30th. Plays it conservative, understandably so. So much attached to a single round of Counter-Strike first map, and they are finding the frags. Simple in.
Simple.
And lays down the law.
Oh, there's one more there.
But they're running straight into the magnificent Van Dolken. And with a wave of his
Simple.
one. Simple though can end it right here, right now in a one-on-one, a battle of wits between him and Robs as he.
Bro, no. Throw कर रहा है. Oh. Anti, bro. Anti.
That's more like it.
Took us a while to warm into this.
पानी पी लो.
Hot in here now, Antwerp.
I mean, we discussed how close and how dreamy of a grand final this is, Jad. And we go 15 on our first map of this grand final.
जाग गया था, थोड़ा जाग गया था Simple.
10k now, notched onto the board here.
Oh, Simple.
That second shot,
yeah.
Phenomenal stuff there. The one onto Twist was beautiful. Tried to play it smart, tried to be tricky. Robs keeping his cool, as per the namesake, gets the final kill, and here we go again.
Yep.
The aggression, the balls to go for a maneuver like that.
I really
Gamble
don't know who has that momentum
क्या कर
now.
सकते
It
हैं?
felt like Navi really did awaken on that second half. FaZe, though, proved to themselves that it's not done. Little change up out of the defense here. Be interesting to see how far Rain gets. He's been having his troubles, he's been having his woes, but still looks to stand up tall. Maybe not anticipating this one. Carrigan reads the flash, turns it to perfection. A re-smoke on. Banana will maintain control, but upon the fade, maybe more to be done. Oh my god.
Did he hear him?
I don't know.
No, he didn't hear him.
He knows. Perfecto. Looking right in him. It's Carrigan good for it. Simple immediate smackdown through the smoke.
4-on-4, a lot of utility drawn out from FaZe here. Finally an aggressive maneuver to take some space. It might just walk straight into this one. Is Bit staying stoic, not overstepping the line right now as the rest of his team work on space elsewhere. Rejigging this defense, Twist back over towards the second letter of the alphabet. Joining Rain, who's perched up pretty. Info could be name of the game here for FaZe if they do want to test the limits.
यानी स्टेज पे नहीं आती, स्टेज पे बिल्कुल आवाज नहीं आती, बहुत
if not it's all on
पिस हो जाती है आवाज.
this one down.
Yeah, they're staying so static.
इतनी चीजें फट रही हैं, नेट फट रहा है, स्मोक हुआ है, आवाज नहीं गई होगी उसको.
And they set their sights on the second letter of the alphabet.
घर पे थोड़ी खेल रहा है वो.
Great success. First in the scope, hard to track. Twist combined for the double, but it ain't done yet.
1v2 क्या इलेक्ट्रॉनिक निकाल लेगा ये?
Tasked with a 1 versus 2 clutch on the greatest of stages.
नहीं फिर भी नहीं आती भाई, बहुत फर्क पड़ता है. नाइस ट्रेड भाई, ट्रेडिंग देखो तुम.
The Latvian holds fast.
तुम नहीं आती आवाज, तुम्हारे पास 4 लोग हैं जो कि बोल रहे हैं ऑलरेडी, कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं, तुम्हारे पास बाहर का भी नॉइज आ रहा है थोड़ा बहुत, तुम्हारे दिमाग में बहुत चीजें चल रही हैं, स्टेज पे बैठे हुए हो, एक जंप मिस हो जाती है भाई. You can't blame Perfecto for not hearing that.
Walk this one across the line, but you can see Carrigan starting to look like himself, more aggressive maneuvers, getting stuck in, taking some fights, taking some liberties. Gets them the opener right there, does get traded out, but sets FaZe up on the mantle of a 4-on-4, but we're getting real close now in some of these rounds. NAVI back into the bite. Back in with this banana aggression, all that util, the smoke to extinguish anything coming their way. Perfecto this time round will just take all the space, all the control. Again, this wasn't noted last time round, so FaZe opting to set Robson Brokey up for success.
It's very well drilled. By taking all of that space immediately, FaZe are forced to start dumping. Hey cheese, defensive flashes. Twist buys time with Flame on the floor in mid.
It's going to test this.
He wants to. Oh, Brokey! He's been waiting for it this whole
time. Hey, Bit! बहुत देर तक मारा.
Bit's gone. They look for answers in mid, but Boomich holds one. There should be a response in Brokey. FaZe have the advantage, but they don't have all the answers.
Short, Simple.
On his adventures, cut short. Up last, Brokey disrespects the smoke and keeps FaZe hopes of a second on the CT side of overtime.
3 राउंड बाद होती मेरी जान, Valorant नहीं है ये.
Simple and perfecto. No better pairing. 49 already. Just between the two of them. And it is simple to test those waters up again. Rain, the pre-aim
6 राउंड होते हैं.
leaves us right into the deadlock of a 2-on-2 and Carrigan not ready. Oh, he was. Never mind.
Carrigan भाई.
17. It's a thinking man's game is Counter-Strike.
3 होते हैं और फिर एक मैच पॉइंट होता है.
Looking to be the oldest player to win a major title. Carrigan
हर साइड पे 3 होते हैं. टोटल 6 राउंड होते हैं.
Flatline simple takes out Perfecto and puts FaZe back into the winning ways here. 2 more now required. This trading out of Brokey here, he's just all across the shop trying to find all this space. He gets it, and look at this. Carrigan wasn't ready for it, but able to adjust, gets the kill, ready for
Carrigan
Perfecto,
की
finds the
मूवमेंट
frag.
देख भाई. गुस्सा आ रहा है
frustrated with
सिंपल को.
that one.
सिंपल
This
की
comeback
गलती
for
वो.
NAVI, maybe it was all for naught. Enough money to buy
Frustrate हो
again.
रहे हैं भाई
The
NAVI
plans
वाले
being there.
अब.
Run boost across mid here and delivery of the AWP. Neither shot
नहीं
connects.
इतना ज़्यादा डैमेज नहीं हुआ.
Valiant attempt, final round of their defensive half.
मिस हो गया.
OT.
सिंपल लायबिलिटी है. नो वे ब्रो, क्या हो गया? 26 बंदे मारे हैं उसने. लायबिलिटी है.
Facilitate this is aggressive and yeah.
नाइस वन Perfecto.
It's Perfecto.
कुछ भी मतलब, कुछ भी बोल.
A man advantage very early.
कोई प्लेयर लायबिलिटी नहीं होता ब्रो.
Goes back to the tuck shop. Returns with plenty of goodies.
छोड़ दे ना, छोड़ दे.
Might get a roof shock here, Rain.
Yeah, he may not be prepared for something this vicious. Straight away already. Completely nullified. What can he contribute? Just staring at a smoke and loads his mag. Nothing to report. And already it seems now.
No, he's not going for clips. He's going to make a play. और उसको पता है कि उसको play बनाना है bro. That's how you win a round. Not about going for clips, about making a play. और ऐसा play बनाना पड़ता है.
Trying to solve this on the fly. A FaZe. A little bit of summing for Twist. He thought he caught a glimmer of NAVI, but still 5 alive. What can Robs possibly do? You'd need something rather crazy and simple. Said no. This is it. There is one for NAVI.
Electronic 3 मार लगा है. चलो भाई. 1-2 का half हुआ है भाई.
Throwing everything they could. See what sticks. A 2-1 division. 17-16.
This is actually huge for FaZe. Think about how few and far between the CT rounds came. The fact that they get 2 out of the 3 possible here on their CT side. We know how good these T rounds were, but the question is, have these teams
Why
been
is
able
it
to
so
solve
simple?
the puzzle of the
FaZe
T
के लोग
rounds? Now
बोल
that
रहे
has to be asked for NAVI.
Bro.
They're going to flick on over. They're going to be on the defensive side. And FaZe is going to continue with the slow default spread. It's all so long ago right now. But if you missed it, it was just FaZe with these very slow crawls, map control, buying their time, trying to target that arch side early, and then they had to change within the final few rounds of play. But that's where NAVI did come alive. It felt within the tail end of that first half they had solved the puzzle, and that AWP of Simple was a key component. It's out here to play.
2 round निकालने हैं FaZe ने. Got match point होगा FaZe पे.
That opening break. An AWP for either side. The Zoom bangers may very well clash. Simple thinks better of it.
ये क्या हुआ?
Ratchet from the CTs.
अटक गया था अभी.
Certainly has been the name of the game. A choke hold.
GPU के लिए मौसा तेरे रोने कभी खत्म नहीं होंगे भाई PC के.
FaZe lay down the game plan. Change the state of play. 20 seconds on the smokes. What do they do? What do they build out of this?
Bro, बहुत दिन हो गए वो लोग.
Already simple caught off.
Guys,
completely bamboozled. Only bit would need to do something really crazy.
Carrigan भाई, IGL/entry fragger.
They have managed to put the 18th on the board, unless Boomich and Perfecto have anything to contribute. CT does. Boom. Takes down Carrigan, it's reading the play, but back turns and Twist spanks. Oh, we spotted him out. Rocks will close. We have our 18th.
18 हो गए boys, एक राउंड और
Up against
हो
the
गया
ropes,
मैच पॉइंट.
battered and bloody.
It's a real turnaround from Carrigan. He is up to 24 kills, the second highest for his team. This home stretch that they have been on, he has come alive. He has stepped up in a massive way. He didn't want to go down on a map like this.
Rocky की 28 है भाई.
Major grand final could not haunt him again, and he is showing us exactly why. Up and over, takes out the big man himself. Simple down, the second on the
क्या मार रहा है ये.
and the third onto Bit. Phenomenal stuff right here. Carrigan cracks it open, and it looks like we might
Wow,
have
ये
cracked
सिंपल
Navi
की
here
हट
as
रही
well.
है. रेज आ रहा है नजर. पुराना सिंपल नजर आ रहा है मुझे गाइस.
Chip damage.
पुराना सिंपल याद है किसी को?
0 for Navi.
लिक्विड वाला सिंपल.
Constant battle for this part of the map.
सिंपल ने बहुत कंट्रोल किया है भाई. सिंपल बहुत रेज करता था पहले. अब थोड़ा सा वो उसका बाहर आने वाला है.
Side of FaZe was very potent. Navi know that all too well. Cancel his plans from the can.
फ्रस्ट्रेशन नजर आ रही है.
Still coming.
वाला जो रीच से पट्टे करता था.
Finish the phase, the 8-0 start. They want to do it right here, right now in OT number 1. Their map choice.
And it must have been hot under the collar after Navi showed
यही तरह रेज करता था. तुझ पे रेज जो लोग रेज करते हैं उनकी तरह रेज करता था.
Now they're not quite sure where this one's going to finish. Simple's just been called off. He was floating over the goat. He's been called to stomp on out, and it's just going to be on Bimich and Perfecto. They have to get
चलो
this
भाई
down.
आ रहा है. फुल अंधा खड़ा हुआ है.
Perfecto good for it. Perfecto, he has held FaZe at the door, and it's Rain that tries to change the dialogue. 20 seconds. Where on earth can they find a way in?
Boomage बच गया Perfecto की वजह से.
They really look to try to force the rotate. It's one man. Oh, that's the shot.
पकड़ लिया उसने. A side is free.
6, 5, 4, and the bomb goes down on the other side of the map. Now
3v3.
have got
Last
so much
round.
to do.
3-on-3, bombs down, 40 seconds already ticking away here. They need to get a move on. They're all out of position, all rotating
Simple
through
तो रो
the
रहा
south
है.
corridor. FaZe are set up to shut this one down. Take map 1 right here, right now.
Brock's made this possible. Smoke to allow this gap to close. Bomb is half gone. Navi's hopes and dreams with it. A couple of kills.
Guys, time.
That's all they need. And there's one. Simple, stubborn. Rob meets his fate. And it's only Brokey to pull FaZe across the line.
निकाल लिया ब्रोकी ने. अभी सिर्फ एक मैप हुआ है. होली शिट.
Every single member of that stage thought they had it at one point. FaZe, though, leave with the first map of this grand final. Overtime on map 1.
This man on your screen right here.
Bro.
Knows how to work the crowd better than anybody, and he stepped up massively in the final throws of this map. Brokey gets across the line with 30 there to shut things down, but what a game of Counter-Strike from an 8-0 start. Felt like a bit of a sleeper. The comeback from Navi all the way to overtime, and then this.
Yeah, I mean, that's map 1. That is just a taste of how this grand final may very well go. And I think I want to hear what the panel, the experts have to say after one.
क्या करेंगे इस गेम?
He's working the crowd, but
पहलवान, गामा पहलवान, वो क्या है?
talk about in this one, but FaZe, they lock it in on Inferno, even though the odds were against them. After they actually gave them away a little bit, because after their fantastic start, they were letting Navi.
पता नहीं कितनी देर का ब्रेक होगा चैट. तब क्या करें जब तक ब्रेक चल रहा है? अर्नो पहले अभी देखते हैं ना क्या है ये. The great Gamma wrestler Ghulam Mohammad Bakhsh Bhatt, commonly known as Hind by the ring name. Great Gamma was a Palwani wrestler in British India and a strong man in the early 20th century. He was an undefeated wrestling champion of the world. Nice yaar. Scribble DM भाई Scribble में बहुत लड़ लूं मैं. Scribble तो नहीं खेलूंगा, बेइज्जती होती है. बहुत बेइज्जती होती है मेरी स्क्रिबल में, बहुत लंडू में। लाइक बहुत ज्यादा। खेलो खेलो बस, छोड़ो ये। तुम कह रहे हो कि मैं मेजर छोड़ दूं, तुम ये कह रहे हो? क्या कह रहे हो ये तुम? स्क्रीनिंग पर क्यों नहीं है यार? बहुत दूर है मुझसे, मेरे घर से यार। कैंट से आऊं मैं वहां पे स्क्रीनिंग पे, और मैच 11 बजे शुरू है। वापस कब जाऊंगा मैं घर? मेरी कल यूनी है। नो
One more side.
FPX वर्सेस VLT से देखा आज, बड़ा मजा का गेम था यार, बहुत मजा आया देख के। आपको मजा आया क्या? कैसे मैं ही था जिसको मजा आया? आपको ही मजा आया? हेलो बट्साहब, हेलो काज़िम, व्हाट्स अप ब्रो? क्या हाल है आदिल? ब्रो लेट्स जस्ट वेट ऑन 5 स्टैक VC। यार मैं उसका वेट कर रहा हूँ एक्स मैप का, मैं वो मेजर देख रहा हूँ। तब तक गेम खत्म नहीं होगा ना, नेक्स्ट मैच तो जल्दी शुरू हो जाएगा। एपिक्स वाला गेम वाज डैम गुड, यस इट वाज। बहुत मजे का गेम था। हेवन एंड में बहुत अच्छा था, स्टोरक्स ने बहुत अच्छा वो किया। डिच कर दो, मेजर डिच कर दूं? तुम कह रहे हो मेजर नहीं देखूं आदिल? किसी का ही वेट कर रहे हो? नहीं मैं किसी का वेट नहीं कर रहा, मेजर देखने का वेट कर रहा हूँ। मैं कह रहा हूँ कि जब मैप निकल जाएगा एक, मैप ना निकल जाएगा, मैं 5 मैन करूंगा ना तो यू नो मुझे मैप फिर भी मेजर। कल को हम मर गए। व्हाट द फक ब्रो? don't make this dark bro, there's no need to make this dark, you know, no need। भाई क्या हो गया? मेजर डिच का कह रहे हो? exactly guys, exactly, this is what I'm saying।
Match found।
मैं एक DM कर लूं यार सर, फिर मैं देखूंगा कि मेजर की चीजें में स्टार्ट होगा। ब्रो जिंदगी का कुछ नहीं पता। मेरी जिंदगी का तो कुछ नहीं पता जानी, ऑफ सीन है मेरी जिंदगी का। गेम के फिर हाइलाइट्स आएंगे जानी, गेम का भी कुछ नहीं पता। क्या पता गेम में जाके मैं हक दूं फिर। अबे टाइम आउट क्यों कर रही है उसको सेरिश? हेलो अबे मॉड पावर अब्यूजर। हाँ टाइम आउट मार दिया बेचारे को। वाई? अच्छा व्यूअर है वो मेरा। ब्रो गलत बात कर रहा है। चलो जी आ जाओ, 5 स्टैक करें गाइस, 5 स्टैक करें। चैट या CSGO मेजर। भाई CS के होते हुए टट्टी गेम बंद। अच्छा हो जा रहा है चैट, गेम को कंपेयर नहीं किया कर यार, दोनों गेम्स अच्छे हैं। सही है। We don't ditch major for valor. Bros before major. Here's your major, right chart. वो फील आई हुई है अभी, फील आई हुई है। CSGO मेजर देख के एम में एक फील आई हुई है चैट। समझ रहे हो? समझ रहे हो? समझ रहे हो? समझ रहे हो तुम लोग? समझ रहे हो? वेट अरांचा है। हाँ अरांचा है। अरांचा मतलब वन टैप बोले तो नबील नवीद बोले तो कैंसर। नहीं मजाक कर रहा हूँ, मजाक कर रहा हूँ। I love Naveed bro. Snuff them out. Do you know I love you, right? No Naveed, you know Naveed, I love you, right? मेजर में खुद कब खेलोगे यार? ये तुम इमोशनल और ये गंदी बातें नहीं किया करो मेरे साथ। सही है हाँ सबको बता दिया मैंने बट सब यार आदिल भाई ऐसी बात ही नहीं करो यार फिर आना पड़ेगा आदिल भाई वैसे आरांजा है ना और मैं वैसे भी लंड खेलूंगा मेरा कोई वार्म अप नहीं है वन सेकंड मेजर्स के अवार्ड्स होते हैं पता नहीं कब नहीं हम कब होते हैं What? We had soulmate for what do you mean you had? Are you not playing anymore? But all good luck have fun. I know you're saying all good big match क्योंकि सरेश ने गेम क्यों कर लिया है Yeah, I wanna watch the major here. You don't get that every day. No. यार डॉट क्रॉस से ना कभी बहुत अच्छा है चैट कभी बिल्कुल शिट लगता है मुझे मैं क्या करूं यार क्या करूं मैं जिंदगी के साथ खैर मुझे क्या मेरा कल पेपर है आई लव यू बटसाहब आई लव यू टू ब्रो क्या करूं मैं लाइक कभी ये क्रॉसर मुझे बहुत ओपी लगता है और मोस्टली या तो ये क्रॉसर है या ये वाला ये वाला क्रॉसर ये रहा क्रॉसर मुझे कभी बहुत ओपी लगता है like it's very visible and it looks accurate you know कभी-कभी ये भी मुझे शिट लगता है क्योंकि मैं इससे like बहुत ज़्यादा विफ करना शुरू हो जाता हूँ you know like इस तरह जैसे मैंने अभी किया but ये क्रॉसर मेरा go to क्रॉसर है in tournaments मैं tournaments वाला क्रॉसर यूज़ करता हूँ हमेशा Duck helps spray yeah it helps spray but You're taking wrong range fights. कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कि ये क्रॉस से मैं सर पे रखता हूँ ना तो सर पे गोली नहीं लगती क्रॉस पे स्प्रे बेफ हो जाता है but Valorant doesn't involve a lot of spraying you know अलान क्या दिन थे जब तुम्हें साथ Valorant खेलना शुरू किया था तुमने तुम्हारा जीपी उड़ गया फिर वो कभी नहीं आया क्या दिन थे अलान को ओए होए बीटा में अपने Valorant साथ खेली थी क्या ही दिन थे वो ब्रो मैं सोचा था जिस बंदे के साथ मैं पीसी सही नहीं हुआ मैं सोचा था मेरा CSGO डुओ जो है वो मेरे साथ वेलो भी खेलेगा यू नो बट ऐसा कभी हुआ नहीं Like on this crosser it's also easier to aim. Never mind. But it is easier to aim. Like you don't have to focus a lot. On dot you have to focus. Bro, उतने नल्ले DM में मुझे मार क्यों नहीं पा रहे ये? But FA versus VLT match? Yes, I did. It was nice. I loved it actually.
3 killed. 4 dead.
मैं था वसम भाई क्या हो गया क्या डंडे दे रहा है तो let's try Spectre guys वो मैं तो Spectre कितनी ओपी है दिखाता हूँ Spectre like literally बहुत ओपी है guys like I'm not even joking ये देखो मेल्ट करती है Spectre never mind like लोग कहते हैं कि Spectre like मेल्ट नहीं करती जब मैं उनको बोलता हूँ कि Spectre मेल्ट करती है यहाँ पे I'll prove you guys wrong ये देखो
Experiment complete.
Spectre actually melts on fair like average range you know UPEX, what's up, bro? What's up? वो तो नल्ला है, इसको हम लोग काउंट नहीं करेंगे. You can also run and gun with it, so never mind. ये देखो, कैसा मेल्ट किया मैंने उसको, like, know what I'm saying, chat? मैं इसको मारूंगा, never mind. देखो, ये देखो, कितनी OP है फ्रैक्चर. ये never mind. ये मेरा fuck up था. ये स्पेक्टर की गलती नहीं है. But अगर तुम्हारी पहली बुलेट्स एक्यूरेट हो ना और तुम सही से सर पे एम करो, it's स्पेक्टर इज OP. Bro, what the fuck? 130 हो रहा है, 130 हो रहा है. It's wrong. You like that?
One kill remaining.
Okay. Spectre is nice, guys. बहुत OP है Spectre. एक तुम बाय राउंड में Spectre ले सकते हो अगर तुम सही से चलाओ. लोग समझते हैं कि Spectre सिर्फ क्लोज रेंज चलती है, नहीं, मिड रेंज में भी बहुत अच्छी चलती है Spectre. ऑफ सीन है भाई, पावर अभी. आई एम सॉरी यार गाइस, बकचोदी कर रही थी और कुछ नहीं. let's try replication. Let me check कि कितनी देर है उसमें मैप स्टार्ट होने में. चैट सेकंड, कितनी देर है, टाइमर नहीं आ रहा कोई यार कि कब स्टार्ट होगा दूसरा मैप. मच्छर भी आ गए मेरे कमरे में. बंदे ने लिटरली प्लेकार्ड है बंदे को, कहता है एनी सिंगल वुमेन क्वेश्चन मार्क. व्हाट द फक. आ गए गाइस, स्टेज पे तो आ गए हैं अपने लॉन्डे, नो बॉयज अपने. तो ऐसी लाइव होता है, मैं स्ट्रीम लगा दूंगा. just have to wait. I mean it seems like a good idea if you're a singer, you know. क्यों अनन भाई, सही कह रहा हूँ गलत कह रहा हूँ? कॉम्पी लगाओ, जैसे स्टार्ट हो लीव कर देना. ये भी ठीक हो गया, ये भी ठीक हो गया. नहीं, सही कह रहे हो. बेस्ट ऑफ 5 है, बेस्ट ऑफ 3, बेस्ट ऑफ 3 भाई. कोशिश जारी रखो, मिल जाएगी. हाँ हाँ, जन्नत में मिलेगी. वेट व्हाट, कौन जीता फर्स्ट मैप? जस्ट ज्वाइन. फर्स्ट मैप फेज ओटी में गया है. 6-0 से कमबैक मारा था नावी ने. अभी भी वो बैठ के स्ट्रैट्स रिवाइज कर रहे हैं भाई. बहुत हवा आई भी है. किसी ने वो देखा था, शो मैच देखा था? शो मैच बड़े मजे का हुआ था. अबे नावी की ट्वीट देखो मैं, इसकी टांग. लोगों में नावी की ट्वीट दिखाऊंगा अभी. नावी की ट्वीट देखी किसी ने? नावी की, दिस गाय इज ऑन फायर. हेलो ब्रदर, हेलो. I can't pronounce your name, bro. तुम कौन से फेक अकाउंट से आए हो? नए वाले हरामीपन कर रहे हैं मेजर के स्टार्ट से। नावी और हरामी है। हाँ होने वाला है, स्टार्ट होने वाला है। जैसे स्टार्ट होगा मैं लगा दूंगा गाइस, डोंट वरी। कैसे हो ब्रो? मैं ठीक हूँ मेरी जान, आप कैसे हो? आपका नाम क्या है? हाँ हाँ, हेरोइक फाइनल डिजर्व करती थी। अगर डिजर्व करती थी तो आई क्यों नहीं फाइनल में? क्वेश्चन। अच्छा इसको हम करेंगे फिर हाइड यूजर ऑन दिस चैनल। हाउ डू आई ब्लॉक समवन? मूव करूंगा तो सिर्फ मैसेज रिमूव होगा ना? टाइम आउट नहीं करना, मैं इसको ब्लॉक मारना है। मैं इसको ब्लॉक कैसे बंदे को? मेरे को सिर्फ मैसेज रिमूव हो रहा है। ये टीम मेजर में जानी चाहिए। जो बात है करेंगे। वन और सही हो गया। ये भी हो गया। हाँ लाइव हुआ नहीं, अभी भी कास्टिंग चल रही है गाइस। एफजीएक्स और वीएलटी में कौन जीता? एफजीएक्स एक्चुअली। अभी भी लाइव नहीं हुआ यार। कास्टर्स आ गए, आ गए, हो गया लाइव। लेट्स गो।
NAVI. Already, a lot riding on this Norwegian shoulders as he, what? With the Glock, no less, Boomage gooshes him.
डंडा पड़ गया रेन को
Smokes are in,
गाइस।
the flash, perfect, destined to find Rain, and he's blind, but he is not dead. He stands for two.
फिर भी मार रहा है भाई।
Rain, long range, he looks for more. He has support, and Brokey, oh, he puts two into the net. And that's gonna feel sensational. 5 alive in the pistol of the second map.
How does Rain recover from that? The insta-goose right there from the heavens, dropped on down to low HP and course corrects for 2 massive kills. This guy has been phenomenal on the CT side of pistols so far, and Brokey comes on through. He wants some. Doesn't want to leave it all for Rain here. Twist with the final, and that is a great start.
Monster भाई डंडे दे दिए,
No kills,
डंडे।
nothing for NAVI to know as they move into round number 2 with just a couple of
रेन डिंग था,
upgrades here.
फिर भी 2 ले गया।
P250's Deagle in the hand of Simple. That's the best they have to boast right now, is Simple up and over. Put able to find a leering head, has the opportunity to look for Rain. He's going to be tasked with
dealing with this
round after round.
Just having a little glance.
I don't think what the best stage पे tilt होंगे.
From trophy. Rain trying to use every trick in the book to find information in the absence of a fight. And there's a flash for it.
Nice
he gets away with it. Spotted simple and as easy as that. Rain racks up his forfeit.
Wow.
Electronic leaping down to his demise and a clean sweep.
But हमने भी गेम मोड वाले न्यूक में ही किया था, याद है जब गलती से न्यूक लग गया था. क्या दिन थे यार वो. न्यूक आपके भाई का फेवरेट मैप था उस दिन के बाद.
Such a lead so early again on the CT.
उस मैप में मैंने टाइमिंग बहुत की थी भाई मॉन्स्टर, बट टाइमिंग करके घुस जाया करता था अंदर.
This man on your screen bit. He went through the last major, his first major, without losing a single map. This time round, it's the grand final. He's already dropped one. They have to fight back here.
डेमो दिए थे फिर जो बात है.
A strong CT haul from FaZe would certainly roll out the red carpet.
Look at this. There's 3 of them here, Alex.
Quick finish, and yeah, they have already called quite an ambitious setup.
हाँ.
So Rain responsible for the low side. Smoke enables and facilitates.
और मैं वो गेम गेमिंग अब से खेला था मैंने वो.
Out of electronic, but he may not be ready for this. They're flashing top side. Navi trying to apply pressure all over the map at the same time. Look at this, and already Rain doesn't account for electronic. Carrigan, the knee-jerk reaction is to go poking and prodding into lobby, but Bit snaps his neck.
Yes, one vertical hurts.
So Navi already get their teeth deep into round 3. The CTs, they hedge their bets. Twists gonna have the opportunity for greatness right in front of him.
हाँ साथ ही तो गए थे हम लोग.
Has he really got what it takes against Simple?
चलो भाई निकाल लिए नावी. चलो भाई वाला सीन नहीं है, 6-0 वाला सीन नहीं है.
Throughout this half is going to be tasked with maintaining control of that lobby. He's passed his first test, and it seems so have Navi.
Might be committing here. Look at all the bodies heading down towards this lower side. Brokey's already up and in the window here. Could cause a bit of a ruckus. Isn't being cleared out just yet, and there is a gap right now. 30 seconds on the clock. Brokey spotted out now. Boomich takes care of that one, and just one man to find a Rops. I'm sure he wants to hold on to this for 20 seconds. Bomb to be planted, 40 thrust onto the clock, and round number 1 for Navi secured. Would have to be a 1-on-5 here for Rops, and I don't think he wants anything to do with this.
Yeah, a little lackadaisical from Rain on the way up. Secret there was the first to fall in that house of cards. Quickly did come tumbling down.
Was a bit of a risk there from FaZe, right? So that they left Yard weak. They knew that Navi were going to take that space. So what they operated with doing was strengthening ramp and trying to rotate down lower and get ahead of them. But wasn't ready for the fast moves of Electronic. He has been fantastic towards that Yard position. So this is great for him. Didn't have the best of games over there on Inferno, but if he can start off Nuke in a strong fashion towards Yard, that's what the fight's all about. Rain versus Electronic and the space that they can take.
Right. Full team effort that round from Navi. Only Perfecto without the frag. Rops was the one he was supposed to be finding, but everyone gets off the starting mark.
सीए वेलो छोटा गेम है. वेलो में मैच भी छोटे हैं. वेलो में राउंड्स भी कम हैं. गेम ही छोटा है वो.
Navi will know exactly this.
Overall,
a couple of booby traps in a round like this is.
Typically, you need a lot of incendiaries to slow and stop anything quick towards the top side.
Well, let's see if they go for a gamble again, right? Because they were happy to give up space early here. They might want to do the same again. Towards main with Twist. Rain to oversee Yard on his lonesome here as Brokey tries to batten down the hatches towards the A site. No quickness this time out of Navi. They're going to be taking their time as the smokes fly on over and obscure the vision of Rain. Could just be selling a couple of footsteps there from Electronic. He's postured forward, now backs off. Plenty of utility left for Navi if they want to go for a second wave with the mollies, with the flashes, a couple of smokes too as Carrigan. This is a ballsy play.
Yeah, no, he is looking to destabilize. He knows he'll go down, but how many? If
some maps are bigger. Helicopter
can get from this booby trap. Twist is the one to provide the
some maps, yes. Not every map.
Rain in hell, and that's Carrigan spotted. Oof. And allowed to retreat. They hold on to their advantage. And extend it as well. Simple. Sat down. 48, Navi. 3 components
and then they got FaZe
left.
versus Spirit.
Still room to maneuver. Brokey hard commits to defend the top site. Chip damage, twist, and Brokey, they are doing it. Brokey has hold a kill from the Latvian. NAVI, very brief celebrations. FaZe up to 3.
Brokey's keeping his cool here. He's never been in a major grand final before. Rain and Carrigan, sure, we all remember the NAVI players. Simple's been in 4, Electronic's been in 3. This is the second for Boomich, and of course Perfecto here.
FaZe versus Spirit में रे नीचे गिर के मरा था ना यहाँ पे Nuke पे.
The history books. They would be the first.
याद है डीगा वाला नावी के अगेंस्ट बिल्कुल याद है. अब देखते हैं FaZe से कौन विप करता है. Oh shot Rain.
And Rain believed. The longest standing member stands to receive NAVI.
Flash peek मांगेगा ये भी ब्रोकी से. Open निकल के मारेगा. क्या कहते हो guys?
He has a smoke, but
मंगवा ले flash.
use his weapon. They're ready, but so is he.
Rain यार भाई.
Ludicrous. NAVI. The round's just begun, and only one remains. It's
Rain makes it rain, chat.
To lift a major trophy in your rookie year is something very few can boast.
सबको ही मार गया वो तो.
Show us that one again. The Norwegian stepping up massively towards this yard position here has ruined Navi's finances early. As it felt like it was going to be competitive, he does this. Takes the fight ahead of the smoke wall here. That's the man he has to deal with. That's the heads-up duel, but this is it, just shutting it down. There's no way through. And Rain wins that one single-handedly.
Bro, land पे यही आप खड़े-खड़े मार देते हो
Scratching their heads. This is a great start right now from FaZe. Navi have just lightly invested into this one. A couple of deagles, that's the best really they have to offer here. Limping a smoke forward, hoping to find a gap, hoping to create something. Some light utility, but this man can't be stopped. He wants to continue to take fights, and so does Carrigan. Finds Bit. The first body in the grave for round number 6 of play.
Electronic wants trouble. But Rain is so dialed in right now. Managing his angles. And the up waves goodbye.
FaZe versus Nuke City sided है, so NAVI can come back easy though. Close जाएगा, ये भी close जाएगा.
Last two around that red.
Oh shot Electronic.
Will look to stay competitive as Carrigan is actually added to the naughty list.
Oh!
This is scary. 2 remain and they have to just pull up their socks and find it. It's Twist to do just
भाई ये तो अरबी डीगल्स हो गई थी एकदम से.
Now 3 frags and it's 5-1.
Beautiful stuff right there. Great shots out of Navi, shot.
अरबियों के खिलाफ राइफल राउंड जीतो और नेक्स्ट राउंड में डीगल करके सबकी मार दिया करते थे.
There's a couple of those bangers again. Perfecto continuing to find this impact. Not to convert the round. Back into play now. No AWP here for Simple. Still going to be operating with these rifles in hand. Squeaky blown off. Maybe a pace change.
It looks like it. Threatening.
क्या याद करवा दिया. Facer DXB में.
Smoke. So back to readdress the blueprints. Do they really want to test Rain again? They will deploy the smokes. Is it smoke? And a commit remains to be seen. NAVI divide and look to conquer.
उसको गैप मिल गया है. कुछ नजर नहीं आया उसे.
So Electronic will be primed, and now the pressure comes from elsewhere. Bit trying to be that lobby presence. FaZe flying blind at the moment. I think, oh, he's caught a whiff of Navi's leader, and Boomich is
क्या खेल रहा है यार रे.
Another frag for Rain. 10 already, and the round ain't done. Electronic pulls us back into an even 4-on-4. No info yard now.
Pod करके white pick दी
Rain
इसको.
gone. And only 13 seconds. Navi need frag. Simple's found 2. He needs another. No!
3.
And they can plan. Access to the site is granted, but Rock's looking to deny. A 1v2
Electronic
for
is low.
Electronic and Robs.
क्या कर रहा है? फुल घूम के आएगा? ये तो रीड कर लेगा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक जितनी देर में ही आएगा।
Electronic.
रीड क्या है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक ने?
The angle so light on time. Rops needs to hit the first bullet upon contact. I sense and not a chance. Not on Electronic's watch. It was simple and Electronic. In the dying lights of that round, they had what, 13 seconds as contact is found, chat. That was flying by the seat of their pants.
I think they were hoping the lobby push would come their way. That's why we're so late on here, but Simple having to do it all, just rolls on in. 3 massive kills, and Electronic will clutch out. You could see there, you wanted to get a new port of call for Rops, but it took way too long. Too many question marks here. Look at the buy coming in for NAVI. A little bit light on against purchases for FaZe. They're looking limp here as well. This time, nothing towards that yarn position early.
Point was to make him overthink, but so could overthink कर दिया.
Perfecto's found the first.
That's an upgrade as well. Thank you very much. Boomich already breaks open the door. Flames put Twists down. Only Rain, and it's his site as well. Not just Yard. He's going to hold the whole site. Roki, aggressive over the top. A great AWP shot. AWP is not the only thing to boast. A double kill out of Rain, and now that bomb does need to be planted, but so much time already. The
heaven
gaps
से
are
आ
closing.
जाता.
That 5-7.
ये भी heaven से आता तो बहुत ज़्यादा obvious था, but बहुत time का भी जो scene था ना. Who's your all-time favorite player? Simple यार.
60 seconds.
Simple है, बेशक लट गया.
With a plant and a spotted out Robs. Rain last spotted main as well. They'll smoke him off. Simple. Already 2 frags to the good and a third. A tap. Doesn't quite steal it. Crossfire is to be broken, and it's Rain again. 3 kills. Can FaZe pull this across? He's trying every trick.
ओए भाई जंप पे मारते मारते मार रहे हैं ये क्या है ये?
Left in reserve, but a triple kill out of Rain, and when it rains, it does pour here in Antwerp. He started strong and seems to be holding on for the squad in the absence of the others. He defends that top site.
He's been an absolute rock right now. That round should be done. Simple and Electronic again, almost snatched one away. The 2 of them piecing this one together. Rain finds the timing, gets the first, chips his way forward, gets a bit of room to work with, and then even gets away. This kill onto Simple was great. He didn't want to continue to face towards Squeaky because he knew that's where Rops resided. Didn't want to give the fight over, but they give the round up instead. 6-2, 4-round lead is FaZe. They can get a bite back, but both of these teams here are a bit brittle in that department.
That's not pretty.
We're at a turning point right now. FaZe can consolidate this. They got away with the hard.
चल गया वो, खत्म.
Right there, more from Rain, another opener.
He's having a career high as he returns to the highs of 2018. Harvard Nygaard, age is just a number as he looks to rack up more for him. Farming NAVI on the grand final stage.
Simple.
Accepts his fate, and Simple joins him. There's nothing left for NAVI here, just misery upon
Rain
arrival.
बहुत मार रहा है यार.
A half buy, and Perfecto made a half link.
Rain हमेशा से consistent रहा है यार. As a
Nothing
rifler.
to be celebrated here as FaZe. They are up to 7.
Rain is an absolute beast
तुम्हें याद है
right
इनकी
now.
टीम
We're
होती
7
थी
rounds in this
पेंगुइन
round,
करके
5
कुछ होती
opening
थी क्या
kills.
नाम था उसका यार?
And he's got
किंगविन
5 multi-frags. This guy is just
किंगविन
an
में भी कितना
absolute
मारता था
monster.
रेन यार.
Locking them down, they can't get any space. The one round that NAVI got early, Electronic was able to flatten them here, but they're running out of ideas, they're running out of options, and NAVI now, this is feeling bleak.
I'm just going to read the scoreboard one more time, guys. 16-4, it is round 10 in 9 rounds of play. Rain is pulling FaZe closer and closer to a trophy lift that will forever live on in the history of this video game.
हाँ ना, बहुत पुराना player है, हमेशा से consistent रहा है यार.
A couple of compromises. If they could bring down Rain, NAVI would have a whole better chance at converting a third here.
Just need to not give over the opening kill. Just don't let him find that first frag. Make sure that he's kept quiet. Make sure
अब देखो अब aggressive कर रहा
back. Room has been granted. NAVI have done enough to ward him away for now. The reposition here up towards the heavens. Trying to deal with so many positions. They've slipped the net in multiple occasions. Warehouse, Secret, Main, all currently reside right now for NAVI.
Are they accounting for Boomich? Are they accounting for the gap that left by Rain as he repositions, and that is an opening? Perfecto.
अब पकड़ा जाएगा उसे.
And looking to clear his.
Carrigan मारेगा इसे.
Carrigan meets Boomich.
Boomich हक दिया.
With murder. Cold cold-blooded murder.
Blooded
3
में
HP
गोलियां मार
on
रहे हैं
him, but he's
उसके.
away.
Big push right here. They're going to get this lobby control. There's nobody home for Na'Vi. They're all gathering towards this yard position, the only place they have space. Karrigan's blocked the smoke. He's ahead of it. He knows that nobody's going to push their way down the vent. And already dealing with this lower site is going to be Robs.
So answers provided. Absence of Na'Vi in the lobby, but time sensitive, and you can see that Rob's opting for a passive approach. Perfecto wants to go arrive late elsewhere.
This is going to be way too late here. Perfecto's not going to be able to contribute anything.
Yeah.
Robs might be winning this one right here, right now.
He goes looking, and Electronic brought down. There's another to be had, and the bomb is loose. Na'Vi, absolutely nothing. And no time for this one. FaZe will have won out the CT half in the first 10 rounds of play.
This is cruisy now, feeling cushy at FaZe. Sure they remember Inferno,
as a team,
that one slipped through their fingers. They had to do it the hard way. But FaZe are looking hot right now, and the big red button has been hit. Na'Vi to call the timeout, getting Blade on the mic. They've had some pretty broken buys, right? They haven't had everything they need. A save from Perfecto here is going to bring the AWP into the hands of Simple for the next round to play, but nobody else can buy around him. And this one's getting away from them quick. Think about the nature in some of these rounds are happening. They're just all getting shut down to rain towards yard. When it is late, they're making it competitive, but they're not able to convert them every single time.
Okay.
Tech 9.
They've called upon
Simple पे op.
This is the thing, right? This is held across, but Karrigan's up to go into an MP9 here. You might see a bit of aggression coming out of them. Simple could put a stop to Rain and all this space he takes towards Yard. He has to know this is in play. Has to know it could be a possibility here.
Well, the flash certainly implies as such. Simple's first foray out yard finds nothing.
There's only so many options where Simple can look until he has to force the issue. And FaZe know this. They know that it's been saved into the next round of play. So they're not going to be jiggling corners as much. They're playing some different angles to make sure that they're not so susceptible to that AWP. But again, time seems to be the issue for Na'Vi. These rounds always tend to end so late as Rain is calling silo clear.
Can he really rack up any more?
Flash मांग ले प्यारा सा यार.
He has been a thorn in Navi's side.
हर जगह boost करवाएंगे. फिर भी मरेगा.
And Simple's AWP does naught. And now Rain can once again bring the pain. He's not even needed. One in the back. Bit the lobby lug, they know, and Karrigan does catch flag from that Tech 9.
Bro, this Tech 9 is fucking broken.
Caught out completely.
दूर से short.
As we reach 9, now FaZe got off to a flying start on Inferno. We saw we did go the distance on it. Difference being this is the defense of Nuke.
This is the thing, Navi were humbled here. They took what was more or not essentially a save. So now they can actually get into a full buy, have everything they need to operate with. And if they want to start the comeback again, they can. But they're never going to feel comfortable in this game with a scoreline like this.
Oh, की setup है फिर. हाँ. और बार-बार बाहर ही जा रहे हैं देखो. तोड़ना चाह रहे हैं setup. नहीं तोड़ पा रहे हैं.
Down
Out का.
2-9. Your reigning champions up against the #1 undisputed contender. And Rain leaves empty-handed on his initial sprays. Navi successful.
They're across here. They've got the space they're looking for, but the rotator's already on down. Going to be carrying to deal with this. He's just playing a spot and fall, right? This is just for info. As soon as he gets any info, he's going to open that decon door. He's going to tuck his way. Maybe not.
Do they just respect that?
Yeah, that's going to stall them out here. So they've got a couple of options. Wait this out or drop on back. They're pinned on into this juncture. Don't really have any space to work with across the map and having to worry about this flank now. A minute on the clock, so still plenty of time. Navi with plenty of space, but Karrigan follows the nade through. Just very light smattering of damage there. Nothing to really write home about. But once again, Navi have just been stalled on out. The rotations can come through. FaZe can get all this room as here comes the fight. Karrigan, he's going to take the initial exchange, but dropping back, forcing them further forward.
And it might be the first test for Robs in his ramp room, and already, and waiting, it's Robs on the double. And there's Carrigan for good measure. Can stand in their way of a 10th. Necessary damage done. Can they convert? Up against it, up against the ropes. Simple Electronic, though, not to be underestimated. Broky's off, is out of the round. Simple, he takes another, and no! The Flames! Twist will get it!
मर गया वो उससे.
Navi just so close on the precipice of a third, and it's Twists to shatter their hopes and dreams as a 10th is in the bag.
This is miserable right now for Navi. It's always Simple and Electronic in these late rounds trying to get it done. They're not getting the help from the team that they require. Sure, Perfecto's had a couple of nice shots in that Deagle. Bit only has 4 kills, and guess what? Boomich has started yet another map extremely slow. Inferno, who was kept on that donut for round after round, well, at least he's got 1 to boast to his name, but this is running away from them here. FaZe
वो बहुत तरीके से खेल रही है FaZe. कोई मिस्टेक नहीं कर रही, कोई ओवर पीकिंग नहीं हो रही. उनको चोक पॉइंट पे लाके मार रही है. वो टीम किल हो रहा है.
Perfecto up top side. This is looking better than it has in time for Navi. They've got the world at their fingertips in this round. Already a re-smoke to deny the boost and maneuver. They are down a man, but they have the control. Simple could shave some time off of the clock with the plant, punching in the digits, and a missed shot. Robs, a double orb, not ideal for a retake. Far from it. Maybe somewhat of an equalizer in this man advantage phase. Prepare for the commitment. 2 orbs looking to rain down hellfire from the heavens, and they get nothing at the hands of Navi. 3 for Simple. As they find something to remedy the hemorrhage.
वे भाई फटी पड़ी है नावी की. चकलो पे आए हैं.
And you can see how close the rounds have been, because FaZe will have to swallow their pride in round 14.
Really important round right there, and FaZe the number advantage. I think that lured them in, but you hit the nail on the head with this comment about the double orb. How are you meant to get in, even with that one way you don't hit the necessary first shot? Simple will punish. That's a round back here, but Navi, the best they can do is salvage this half. A buyback from FaZe here. They don't want to allow this one to steam out of control. Carrigan steaming forward here. He's in the thick of it. He's in the smoke. He's found the fight. He can't get the first. Boomich has got him.
But it's Rain, and he's got 2. Boomich and Electronic. Hamstrung, but stand strong. Only a FAMAS MP9. They fully invested here.
Aggression show करने की कोशिश किया आउट पे.
Navi already within touching distance.
बहुत देर से की नहीं थी, तो
understandable. Salvage is the word for this half. No room for error. And it seems it's going the way. Only Brokey could perhaps stand in the way. Could he be a spanner in the works in any way, shape or form? The answer, a resounding yes.
2 of them are low. This is possible.
Okay, Brokey. They want him, and he stands up again. 2 headshots from the Latvian.
Brokey!
The Latvian!
There's a chance!
He can! It's 45 seconds, and the bomb will go down, but look at their health. Look at their health. Robs puts on the red cape. Has he really got a hero in him? Info. Boomich pulls the trigger. Robs tentative. Hesitant. Overthinking now, as he just needs to put a bullet into both of them. They're both so low. The crossfire will engage with both simultaneously. He knows. Well, not one bullet. Just connect, but there's Electronic. It's Navi 4. With a tiny scrap of health, they do recover it.
भाई ब्रोकी अच्छा खेल रहा है. नावी
separating these teams and these rounds.
ब्रोकी पे चढ़े नहीं ये लोग यार. ब्रोकी वेट करेंगे, ब्रोकी इनको पीक देगा. ब्रोकी पे चढ़ना चाहिए था इनको. जैसी उसकी इन्फो आई चढ़ रहे हैं.
They wanted to take the fight before things got out of control, but now they have some massive problems here. Contending for round number 15 to try and deny the 5th for Navi. Just a couple of upgraded pistols and a couple of MP9s. Fantastic work on the openers there for Navi, but can Rain again really be that nuisance, posting up with the Deagle in hand. Might be able to completely circumvent his position here with the smokes already up. You can see so many dotted towards this yard position. And as they stay completely silent and quiet, Eye control will be relinquished. FaZe will have to give up this room, and that means they're going to tuck in towards the bomb sites.
It's unannounced. Not a peep out of the FaZe comms.
NAVI have all the advantages in a round like this. Util in their favor, weapons in their favor. FaZe are just going to try and get this done with the weakest of buys.
Yeah, you've got to do it dirty. And the first opportunity goes awry. How many more will they get in a round
What
like
predictions?
This? Final round, second map, first half.
बहुत मुश्किल है यार.
Pistols, peanuts, a nice shot though. It's one out of Brokey. You need a whole lot more where that came from, and NAVI
Nice.
do not buckle. They will not succumb to your meager, Deeger.
I think 16-13 तो होगा.
Just one, he's gone. A 10-5 half. Can we categorize that as a recovery?
Favor of
They've definitely recovered
FaZe.
the half here. 3 consecutive might give them a bit of momentum, but they need this pistol round. They desperately need this pistol round in the second half to start things off early, because if they're on the back foot again and they have to battle back,
something like that.
NAVI can do it. They brought it back on Inferno, but you would love to give yourself a bit of breathing room. This team looks stressed. They look tense right now. Everything is working for FaZe. Sure, Rain, 18 kills. It bought you a massive buffer, but it's a buffer. It doesn't matter. The major grand final here, you just need to get that 16 on the board. Simple and electronic, they've been absolute stars to help NAVI out in round after round. Leading the charge here, Perfecto not too far behind, but now on this defensive side of things, Bit, he's going to look to be tested over towards ramp. Boomich plays an influential position, rotating around. Everybody needs to activate for NAVI now. If they want to take this to a third, if they want to deny FaZe, getting this 2-0.
You know Carrigan has walked them through this pistol. Every movement, every shake of their tail. Well drilled.
Pace to this.
Whoa!
Oh!
A goosh!
What?
The first connection and electronic
Guess
on
it.
notice. Look at this as Robs, they will react to the descent, but he is quick on their heels. Simple, burnt out, he knows, and so do they.
भाई पूरी call बनी हुई है भाई.
In a battle of attrition, it's Boomich that does nothing.
पूरी call बनी हुई है, pistol भी निकाल रहे हैं.
Pistol.
क्या मौली फेंका है events में यार.
Got Perfecto dead to right, and it's spotless. Stone-faced off FaZe.
बनी बनाई call. क्योंकि उन्होंने ऑफलाइन में प्रैक्टिस की हुई है, टक करके फौरन चला गया.
In front of an arena,
shit.
sold out to the rafters to celebrate Counter-Strike. Sport Police, are you enjoying this? Counter-Strike has been our game of choice, and we all are here united in celebration of its greatness. It's nothing more than a force buy out of NAVI. They need a miracle. They need something special, and they've certainly got the players to do it.
Lots of bodies here, need to hit the shots.
My son, he's only got the dig, Chad, he's got nothing else.
Just trying to lure them in here. Look at the trap that's been set up. It's been run time and time again from NAVI in this tournament here. They're going to clear their corners.
Sketchy, and that's lovely. That's
Has to hit that
supposed to
one.
be a flag, electronic. And Rain, and he does it again. 21 for Rain, and he may not be done. One back, a shot across the bow, twists, takes one, and it's still Rain, still a problem. FaZe Clan counting on him now.
Bro, it's still
United with Rops.
2v2.
This is competitive out of NAVI. They have achieved a mid-round, but it may not last long because Perfecto's been hunted. Rain is such a big game
If Bit
player.
wins this, holy sh.
And a big game
बहुत bad
hunter.
team
As he
Oh!
another headshot.
Let's go.
Bit gets out the defibrillator and breathes life into NAVI's Nuke.
Let's go guys, let's go.
Exactly what they needed, Chad.
लग रहा था, feeling आ रही थी मुझे. कुछ ऐसा होने वाला है.
NAVI may not be done. Let me see that again. Bye. Oh, you naughty boy. 19 years of
You
age, this
naughty
kid,
boy.
back to the brink.
ये
That's the
कांस्टेंस
second
क्या
round
बोल
force
रहा है?
converted, and Rain was online the whole time.
What the fuck, bro?
Massive kills for Bit right there. Need to string two together here, NAVI. Not at a hot water just yet.
They might want to test him again. I'm not sure I would after the dig.
Mochi, mochi.
He's the only one with it. Oh,
चल बेटा, Bit का.
That's the
Bit
AK
Bit
down
जाग
right there.
रहा
The
है.
biggest weapon right now with this FaZe force buy. It's already been dumpstered. Bit wants to get this out of dodge. He will.
Very risky maneuver
एक
गन पीछे
right
फेंकी, दूसरी गन
completely
फेंकी.
denied Navi picking this weapon up, so removing one instrument.
जो
from the
मुंह
FaZe
में
arsenal
आए
here.
बोल दो.
Can they really do one back?
यही तो है casting.
This shifting power courtesy of Bit.
But they're down, and on the sound cue there, Brokey spamming away. We'll get found the bombs drop, but that's not confirmed. Kills continue to come Navi's way. and it feels like
Navi
they've
come
dealt
back
with this now.
करेगी.
Karrigan been able to find a little bit of room and rain down the vent.
Hello, Boomich.
I know where he is, but this is where Karrigan has to activate. There's still plenty of time on the clock. Gives him a smoke. Can cause a couple of issues for Navi now. It's all on Karrigan to find the room that Rain has provided.
Trying his luck, and how is the back
Bro, कैसे हो रहा है ये?
Another upgrade. 2 frags, starting to level things out. This advantage crumbles, but the time is a problem. If they could just find Perfecto, it's a no.
ये क्या पीछे से मर रहे हैं?
Simple, you can see, fully focused on the objective ahead of them. They have to have a strong defense. 5 demanded of FaZe.
That's all they needed right there from Navi, though. They're back in this game. Right? I know the scoreline right now, there's still a 4-round deficit, but the fact is FaZe are going to have to take a save. They can't force by back in. They didn't get the plant. They get a couple of kills. They keep Navi stressed, but there's no way you can continue to push the issue here. You are going to have to sit back on your haunches and just rock with 4 blocks and a deagle in the hands of Rain. Now, Rain will have to do something out of this world. He has been amazing. But to claw them into a round like this where they've already lost drops, he hits the deck too. Electronics blood at the scoreboard. And then
Chalo boys, we have a game on our hands.
To
We have a game on our hands. Let's go.
Spotless.
Wise man once said, Derek. What the fuck? What is that? अब हमने सही नशे किए हैं.
Be equipped. Slightly light on. 5 Kalashnikovs brought to the server for round 20.
Yeah, whatever FaZe's opening move here is, they are going to have to follow through. They don't have enough to go back for a top execute, no crowd control utility to make this one interesting. So stalling this one out, taking some time, leveling the playing field with the utility before you get stuck in with your smoke wall appears to be name of the game. Squeaky blown off, lobby presence noted, and you can see them just sitting back. Now they deploy the smoke wall. Now they can get them some space to work with. And it's Rain again to take this on his lonesome. Clearing out Electronics' favorite hidey hole.
So the wall down and a full magazine expended should mark across and a safe passage for Rain.
It's all about how they deal with the rotations right now with Navi, where they pull them to across the map. Now on the pistol round, FaZe look great at doing that. Let's see if Karrigan has another maneuver up his sleeve here.
तुझसे मार रहे हैं on Twitter क्या?
That info push. Should they arrive in the lobby, there's plenty to deal with. Now Rain's getting answers elsewhere. No one has found a frag, and it's Rain to break silence and break ranks as Navi now.
एक कमर पे ही गोली चल रही है इन लोगों के.
When they need him, when a bullet.
Bro!
The USP! 1 bullet away from the double. He should be dead and is.
Jumping.
Perfecto kept honest on 1, and Bit handed a very tasty morsel. The wallbang just off. Bomb is down, and Rain 26 and counting.
Holy shit, bro.
It was so manageable, but Rain has found form unlike anything we have seen before from him. This is his grand final right now. He's 1 map up. He wants to do it for Karrigan as well as all the other boys. Every day of this tournament passing, discussing the potential as you edge ever closer to it. Now you couldn't be closer than ever before. A map up. 12-8 up, the final half of the second map. Does it go the distance? Rain doesn't seem to think so.
And a second timeout taken from Navi here. This is such an important round for them. They have enough to get in another bye. But if FaZe win this, they will break them.
Look at that. He took a seat on the first
He was on
fight.
2 HP. Rain was on 2 HP in that situation right there. Bit showing nerves. That was an easy kill on a silver platter. You could see there getting ahead of himself with that spam, unable to connect, very flustered stuff. But NAVI, this is it. This is their opportunity to stop FaZe now. If they lose this one, if they lose everything, FaZe are going to take this one home.
It's not pretty. Couple of sacrifices. And there's one sacrificed. A quick back from Brokey. A necessary response. And it looks like Robs' adventure out squeak is cut short immediately. It was Rain and Robs that went poking and neither come back. You can see the mix up. They've set Simple up for success. And enables the other pieces to maneuver freely. Hesitance from FaZe. Down a man. Down on their luck. 4-round lead, but on the T side. Every round hard fought. And the reigning major champions stand in their way.
Simple's so sketched out. There's no information towards Yard for NAVI whatsoever. Doesn't know if they're wrapping Heaven. Don't know if they're going to be from lobby. But Carrigan knows exactly where this one's going to finish.
So do we. Smokes are up. This is the go sign. Slinking out and looking for blood. Doesn't find it. Carrigan down as well. NAVI hold fast. Brokey doesn't have time for anything magical. He'd rather preserve the big green. Round 21 reaches its anticlimactic conclusion.
That's a gift from the god right there. They might want to try and get this back. The fact that Brokey has this is huge into the next round to play here. I don't think there's enough money to be able to buy another AWP for Simple. So that means he's going to have to operate with a rifle alone. Maybe he can get dropped an AUG at best, but he will not have an AWP. I just don't think the finances are there right now. The buy behind this is going to be light on for that of FaZe. It's going to give some questions right now for Carrigan of how they want to proceed. But if Brokey can find an opening here, right, there's a couple of pistol upgrades behind this. If he can drop a body, drop a weapon, we know that FaZe is so if he can find the opener, he can be the way into a round like this for FaZe.
NAVI well aware that it could be in the mix. And the marching orders state, do not catch that bullet from the AWP, the most threatening, ouch.
23 HP कर दी उसकी.
For FaZe into our 22nd. An opportunity as well for NAVI just to remind themselves of what's at stake, a slow round with a distinct advantage.
They're going to try and make room for this.
23 HP and 100 HP save हैं जो आते भी तो ऐसे ही
Practice your bunny hop.
Bro, why is
no one gets away. It's one out of Brokey's AWP. Multiple required. Ooh, just past the eardrum of the boosted player. And so, now a 2-round deficit emerges.
Rob's here, P250 in hand, 30 seconds left on the clock. Absolutely no hope in this one. Just hoping to get a kill or two here. Brokey's having a fantastic game. Squeaky's going to swing on open, runs on out.
It is a common angle though.
That gets his 7th kill.
पता है कि वहाँ boost होता है.
Rain's been having a great game, 26 to his name, but Brokey 19. Right, that's why he was a threat in that situation with that saved AWP. You can never count him out.
And the boost was perfectly placed.
Feeling very, very similar right now to how the scenes unfolded on Inferno. FaZe with such a blistering lead in the early stage of the first half. NAVI recovering, salvaging the first half, and now drawing themselves back to just a 2-round margin.
This is interesting out of FaZe Clan.
Yeah, come back, okay, guys. There might be some pace behind this.
See if NAVI can weather this storm, because it's looking rainy, and Carrigan.
Nice entry, bhai. Carrigan. IGL थोड़ी entry है.
Takes matters into his own hand, throws the AWP on his back, and puts props on his as well. This is exciting as well, because look at what is up to. Harvard Nygaard going forward. round-winning maneuver. And that's simple. He's down and out. Rain on a half buy, bounding around, keeping the whole team on their toes. He's playing an absolute career game right now. Still alive, still a problem FaZe. Every passing second closer to a 13th. And Rain still low, but
Bro, Rain bully kar raha hai.
Another, and there's no time. Rain wins it.
Bro, Rain
can do nothing.
राउंड निकाल दिया बंदे ने.
He has a monopoly of fire.
क्या खेल रहा है यार ये.
They had 2K to spare and FaZe pull a round out of the hat.
I don't think Electronic can quite believe it there. They get multiple kills. Simple takes a huge risk by peering out of heaven and taking that first fight. Electronic gets one through the smoke and they end up losing that round. That right there is what we would consider a tilt round. They're in such a horrible position now, Navi, because the money...
Rain जो जो बात है भाई स्मर्फ लग रहा है मुझे Rain
अभी. This hero AWP. We've seen him do it once. I think we're about to see him do it again. A couple of purchases behind
no
this as well,
Rain.
but for Navi, we've seen them in these situations when they're in hot water. They have to turn to this man on the screen. FaZe have taken a timeout. They're trying to make sure that they can stay in control of this because that's a gimme. That's a round that they shouldn't have been converting. That would have been Navi drawing this back to a one-round lead.
So hundreds and thousands of us on tenterhooks on the very edge of our seat here in the Sport Palais. 13-10. Round 24 to be played. Electronic tasked with Yard. No initial wall of smokes. Looking to force rotations of the defense, keep them guessing, keep them scratching their heads.
FaZe are in the power position right now. They don't have to rush anything. They can wait this out. They can slowly discover what lies in wait from this Na'Vi buy. There's a lot of questions to be answered here, and the longer that they wait, the more utility Na'Vi uses, and this one starts to tip further and further in FaZe Clan's favor. Remember, this is a force. Loss bonus for both teams. Towards the bottom of the barrel here. This could be the knockout blow from FaZe if they can convert a round like this.
चलो भाई ये execute आ रहा है proper.
Only one way to find out. Smoke to the heaven.
If Carrigan करेगा सारी util.
Carrigan, he's got more to imply the same. That's a molly set up for Hut. Should he desire 50 seconds and still statues from all 10. No one moves a muscle.
Fake?
Nades flying through, still not a single bullet fired. Still guessing.
Fake है, fake है.
Gets an answer. Doesn't
No,
find
that's
the
Carrigan
lethality,
करा
but
था
he can call upon Simple to step it up. Carrigan's pulled one back on the top side, a wall bang. They can still go either way. This is a hard clear.
वाह Rain भाई पता है इसको.
Simple now to stop that bomb and stop a 14. No go, but Rain, he does not relent. He does not surrender. And Navi succumb to FaZe Clan for 14. They got nothing left, Chad. Nothing. FaZe Clan are on the very edge of writing history. The very edge. 2 rounds. They've played hundreds of thousands in their lives, but 2 rounds is all that separates them from doing what no one has done before on an international roster. Navi. Options so limited now for the back-to-back.
Windows activate कर लो, हाँ नहीं कर लूँगा
इंशाल्लाह. Draw anything for Navi. Their options aren't great either way. You force buy, you don't win this rounds. You got 2,400 in the final rounds to defend, to make sure that you do not lose the opportunity just to take this one to a 3rd map.
Rain भाई हल्के नहीं आ रहे.
FaZe are in the driver's seat here. This is their game. This is their major. This is what they've been working for.
And the way in which these players have arrived in this roster robs the final piece.
30 मारने वाला है Rain.
Played with Carrigan. Seen as one to be feared, and there he is in the feed onto
No, we lost
Simple, no less.
Nuke after Inferno. So bad.
Bit making a very ballsy
तो बहुत
call.
अच्छा हुआ था फेस के
His
फेवर
own
में था
volition,
वीडियो
which may facilitate early information as to the location of FaZe.
Someone has to step up huge here for Navi. They just have these pistols. It's not going to be trading. Somebody needs a multi-kill. Somebody needs to go absolutely nuts right now.
They're stepping up for lobby info, while FaZe are already heading straight on into a one-man guarded site. Electronic summons Boomich. Oh, and he's not ready for that. He
GG भाई
falters.
डायमंड हो गया.
Three
Nice.
left to be ticked off the list. FaZe have all the time in the world. It's bit with one. We need more out of NAVI, and it's Electronic with the one as well. Only Perfecto. He's been known to clutch.
मैच
This is
8-20
too
यार.
tall a task
मैच को स्टेप अप
to
करना
ask.
पड़ेगा. बस मैप पे भी नहीं खेल पा रहा था वो.
And that's another for Ops. FaZe, ladies and gentlemen, have 5 opportunities to create a memory that will last
IGL diff हो
forever.
रहा है अभी.
This series.
तो देस क्या हाल है? जीजी हार गया. ट्वीट आ गई.
Hands in the balance of the
मुझे ये कह रहे हो.
last NAVI timeout. Blade slowly creating this roster of titans.
हो गया चलो भाई.
They can't stop this. They can't stop FaZe right now. There is absolutely no way that Navi can bring this one back. They are broken here. They have been put under pressure on both of these maps out the gate. It's been comebacks, it's been
रीसेट है
salvaging
ना
halves, it's
अभी
been
का.
trying
हाँ
to
ना
claw their
इको
way
है
in.
और फेस का फुल
And
बाय है
FaZe say
भाई.
no. There's 5 more kills. The first international roster to ever lift a major trophy.
And every member of FaZe Clan's first. They've been at it a long time. So many misfires. Is this the round that changes all of that? Twist set out on a mission, the pointy end of FaZe's spear in pursuit of glory.
जो कैरिगन का इंटरव्यू देखना है यार. वो मुझे पता कहते सर मैं बता तो मैं कैरिगन रोएगा.
They are the architects of
जीतने
their
के
fate.
बाद.
Mouse and keyboard. And the brain on their shoulders. And Perfecto trying his luck. Good damage. He wants to finish it. And he gets the best of him. Desperate to try and tip the scales, but he's gone down. Is that the start of the end? It could be 55. Still the T side required to gain access to a site. The options plentiful. And Rain, he's not done. He gets his 30. And FaZe to
Bro destroy कर रही है.
one more. They have done it.
Let's go. फेज रिजर्व करती थी भाई. फेज रिजर्व करती थी. Cloud9 ने बहुत बुरा किया था फेज के साथ, you know so.
NAVI dethroned. The elusive accolade. Greatness from across the globe. They do
ओके गाइस, मैं जा रहा हूँ. मुझे आ रही बहुत कुत्तों वाली नींद. और आज मैंने कुछ खाना भी खाना है. ठीक है, यहाँ पे मैं स्ट्रीम बंद कर लगा हूँ. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ट्यूनिंग इन यार एवरीवन. मजा आया मैच देख के. मजे का था. तो बात है सीएस का 10 मैन करवाते हैं. सीएस का 10 मैन करवाते हैं. किसी एडमिन से बात करता हूँ, सर्वर अरेंज करे, फिर हम लोग 10 मैन करते हैं सीएस का. मजा आएगा. ओके गाइस, टेक केयर, बाय बाय. ऐसे ये देख के हाँ दबाएंगे डेट नहीं पता बट करवाएंगे। चलो सही है गाइस, अल्लाह हाफिज़।